Yo, guys, it's the kid, 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 it's the kid. We're here, for this Friday live show. And I just thought, you know what? Let's try and give you that extra salinity. So we've got a few interesting things um on the docket and so forth, and so forth. But guys, this is just the time feature to sit back, relax yourselves, chill out, do your things and so forth. While myself, Zeman, Abdul, and hopefully RDS will run down the biggest news story so far, and of course build up to one of the biggest games of the season, which of course is that Man City versus Liverpool Salini, man. That's definitely going to be one of the biggest games of that season that I think we're going to be looking forward to. So, but first of all, I'm going to see how what's my guys. Zeman, Abdul, man, how you guys doing, man? How you guys doing?
Good man, good man. We're doing great.
Gucci, man. Gucci.
Yeah.
All good. Because basically, just before we went live, we were talking about obviously the skits I put out there and so forth. Man, I told you I had to go and see the chief organ, man. I had to go and see it because the receipts were getting deep, man. So he offered me. So I was, bro. Do you know how far it is to get to that mountain, bro? It's tough. It's just not easy, bro. It's not easy.
Yeah, man. It's cold as
Yeah,
well,
it's
bro. Up in the mountains.
It was
Yeah.
effing freezing, guys.
One
It was
round
effing
trip,
freezing,
man.
bro.
One
It was
round
effing
trip.
freezing, effing freezing. So, guys, shout out to the chat, shout out to my mods out there, mods, CFC's time, all your boys. Hopefully, you're doing that good stuff. Keep everything good up in there, man. Mods, do your thing, man. What's your thing, man? Oh yeah, what's up, man? I'm doing my thing, man. I'm alright, man. Hola, what up,
Shout out
guys?
Hansa,
What
man.
up?
Shout out Hansa. Shout out CFC as well.
Yeah, shout out all you
Yeah.
guys, CFC, all the good guys in there, man. So, guys, look, man, and also, guys, look, we'll probably bring in some other stuff in there as well and everything. But I think the topic I'm most interested to talk about is the Rooney Cristiano one because I think we only had a short time to
Yeah.
do it. So now we can maybe go in a little bit deeper because I think there was not much more of a back and forth. But look, let's first start with the main one here, man. So let me just check my what's it called, my thingy. So 230 th. So that is your boy Ten Hag. So it is pretty much almost confirmed that your boy Ten Hag is going to be the manager of Man United. So here we go. Yet another manager, yet another man to go through it. So let me just give my 5 cents on this, and then of course I'll give it to your boy Ziban and Abdul. Here's the thing. I want us just to be clear here. Because I can almost predict what Ten Hag will be. This is my prediction. I might be wrong because I can't see the future, but it's just like my semi prediction of what I think the Ten Hag thing will be. They'll play good football. They will look really good. It will actually be very attractive football, and I think people will like the philosophy and the passing football. They're probably not going to win a lot of games, and I cannot guarantee that he's going to win a trophy with them because Ten Hag is very stubborn. Ten Hag is a slave and married to a particular way of playing and a philosophy. He's not a manager in the classic sense of what tactic do I need to win this game. He's about this is how I play, this the philosophy, and this is what I will do. So for United fans, if you're just happy with playing attractive football and you don't want to win trophies and so forth, he's your guy. But if you want to win trophies, because it's been like 6 years since you've won trophies, I think you need to think long and hard. You need to think really long and hard about whether, in fact, this is actually the guy that you want. Because this guy is not going to promise you trophies. So why are you getting Ten Hag? Because Ajax play very good football. But there is a pro and there's a con. So we know that the pro is going to be great football, lots of passing, a lot of focus on the technical footballing fundamentals of players, and also a greater likelihood of certain young players improving. So perhaps he could improve Rashford. He can take Sancho to the next level and so forth. But there is a con. And the con is he isn't a known winner of trophies. Whether he's won the Eredivisie or not, that's cool. But being successful in the Eredivisie is very different from trying to be successful in the Premier League, one of the toughest leagues in the world. You are still going to be competing with Pep and Klopp, guys who have taken season performance to a whole new level. So it's going to be very hard to win a league. An FA Cup, a Carabao Cup, it's possible. But will his philosophy yield the results that you actually need? Because Ten Hag is a great footballing mind. I wouldn't call Ten Hag a winner. So I am just confused because what do United fans want? Do you want to play good football and that's it? Or do you want to win? Because good football and winning, that's your boy Pep. That's your boy Klopp. But they're already spoken for. If you just want to win, that boat has sailed. That was Conte. So if you're just happy with attractive football, cool. Now, guys, I could be wrong. Ten Hag could actually have the best of both worlds. Great football, and the guy could also come in and actually say what's up with regards to giving results. But all I'm saying is this, is that I just think that this is a risk. Because I am not sure that if United gets Ten Hag, they're going to get the quality football and they're going to get the results. Not just the results, the trophies. Because I just want to be clear here, and before I give this to Zima and Abdul, I just want to be clear because my feeling was this. I could be wrong. Please tell me if I'm wrong. My feeling is United wants to get back to what they were under Fergie. United want to be known for winning trophies and be successful. That they want to get silverware. That is my belief. Ten Hag is not the guy who, if you hire him, my belief is, as a Rebel fan, oh my gosh, United are now going to get back to winning trophies right now. Because I'm like, has Ten Hag shown you that if he's to come to United, he's going to guarantee you trophies? I don't think so. So just in closing, and then I'll give it to my guys, is the football is going to improve. Under Ten Hag, United will play a better brand of football. But the real question is, will that better brand of attractive football equal trophies? Because United, based on how big of a business brand you are, because you're irrelevant footballing-wise, the main thing should be winning trophies for how big of a brand you are. And I'm not sure that Ten Hag is going to guarantee you those trophies. So let me hand over to the panel right now. Z-Man, talk to me, man. Ten Hag, United. Is this the guy, or are we just dealing with a philosophy merchant who isn't as successful as Pep?
I would say, to be honest with you, I would say this is their guy, in the sense that you said, it's United. It should be winning trophies, but at the end of the day, United don't have a culture. They don't seem to have any structure at all. And the fact that Ralph was brought in to implement some type of structure in United as an institution just shows you the lack of direction that they had before him. You could say that, Ragnick is not a good manager, but what he's good at is scouting and actually getting managers that fit the mold of what the team should be. And the thing about Ten Hag is, if you read up on his interviews, I mean, they did, Man United did interviews with Poch and all the available managers out there, and it just seems like Ten Hag was the one that was emphasizing the most on culture, discipline, that was emphasizing on getting the best out of what he has, but building on from that. And that's something that United haven't had. This whole thing of like winning, I think in the modern era, you can't just be, we're going to win trophies and that's our identity. You have to have some form of structure. Even for the likes of like Real Madrid, they you could say that's their identity, winning trophies, but they have structures. Their transfers make sense with the squad that they do have. Now the problem is, I'm not questioning Ten Hag as right now if he's the right manager. Those are questions that you can have in terms of his style of play. Is it suitable to the squad that he does have? Does he have the adequate needed experience to deal with a team like Manchester United? Those are still questions that we haven't seen an answer to. And I just feel like with what we've seen him in Ajax, yeah, you can say that he hasn't necessarily delivered in the Champions League when it mattered the most, especially in Benfica, especially this season in particular. You
see, people in the chat say, "Oh, I'm hating, and so forth." How can I be hating? I said that they're going to play better football. Ajax play great football. That is a plus. His footballing mind is great, and I'd be a guy to love to play in his team. But as you just said, because Zeman, it's that Benfica game and also it's the Tottenham game. Ajax had no right losing those two games. And them losing those two games, it's on him. Because see, I'm one of those guys that I'm the first to blame the players, 100%. But Zeman, let's be real. Those losses against Tottenham at UCL semi, against Benfica, that's on him.
No, I get that. I get that. That's on him technically, but I feel like if there's any other manager available and you're looking at the market, Ten Hag is the best option. They can't get Luis Enrique. He's under Spain. Are you gonna go for Poch? And for all those people that are advocating for Poch being an experienced manager, when has an experienced EPL manager won the EPL prior to coming to the EPL? Like look at the most successful stories. You have the likes of even Pep and Klopp. They didn't have EPL experience. You can't say they had experience of winning major trophies, but in the available market, I feel like that's the best option for them. And it comes down to, I'm telling you, majority of these players, nobody's looking at the manager next season. I'm not worried about the manager and him implementing his style. It's the players that have to be questioned. That's it. There's no need to look at the manager.
My thing, that, and Zeman, I'll come to Abdul next, is that how much support does he get? Now, here's my thing. Let me be fully fair now. If Ten Hag is going to get 100% carte blanche support in the market and can build a team fully in his image with his own players, then I think United have a real chance. So if he can fully build his team with specifically his players and he has 100% control over the players that he wants, then I do believe that he could perhaps play great football and win a trophy with them. Yeah. So the question is whether he's going to receive that support. That's going to be key.
Yeah, it's also the adaptation, man. It's just like I don't expect him to come in and just transform the squad into to a winning squad. It's going to take time for them to understand his style and to get the players, because they don't have players that suit his style per se. They don't have those type of players. I mean, he likes ball playing center backs, and there aren't that much. Varane is not reliable without having someone next to him. And then you also look at midfield. They don't have the midfield. They don't have the midfield to suit a Ten Hag. And I don't think they don't have a consistent goal scorer aside from Ronaldo, who's 38. So they don't really have that much. If anything, they should be targeting a spine. They need a spine. They need a spine for a system to work. And that's where the question comes: Is Man United going to support that? Are they going to try to sign a marketable signing like Rice and spend like 150 on him?
Sure. Let me come to Abdul. So Abdul, I mean, what's your take on this whole thing? Because look, see, for me, as I said again, look, I mean, I think because Zeman is right, and other people are right. Who else is out there? Now, let's say if it's between him and Pochettino, I think this is perhaps a braver choice because Pochettino is the safe choice.
Send the link to RDS, bro.
What is it?
Send the link to RDS.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, cool. All right. So your take, bro. Your take.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know if you know this, but Manchester United, they've only ever really had 2 successful managers in all their history.
Oh, Uncle Mo?
No. Like, they've only won a league title with really 2 managers in their entire history. You know that?
Oh, yeah. And is it Matt Busby? Or
Matt Busby won 5, Sir Alex Ferguson won 13, and they have 20. So chances are that the next manager is going to flop, because that's how Man United is. Like, it's very rare that they get... Because for Man United, the history has shown that it's very rare that they get the manager position right. But when they get it right, they get it really right. Like they go on and build a dynasty. You know that?
Yeah.
So if I was a United fan, honestly, like I would just look at it like I would have very low expectations, bro. I would have very low expectations because I feel like every time Man United, like they get a new thing, whether it's a player, whether it's a manager, they always hype it up so much and they always end up being disappointed, bro. Like, for Ten Hag, it's very tough to say like what he really is made of, because you can't really take that league seriously. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you can't. No, Dutch league doesn't. Yeah, Dutch league tax.
But isn't it like it's actually quite funny that like he is still in it's a one horse league, and he's still in a title race every year. You know, that's kind of funny still.
Well, no. Put some respect on PSV's name. PSV are decent.
PSV are nowhere near Ajax's level.
No, don't say that.
PSV have been dominating for the past decade. Like they've been dominating.
No. Financially, bro. Financially, they're nowhere near.
But
you can say talent-wise.
No. The space between Ajax and PSV isn't the space between PSG and the rest, or Bayern and the rest. Like it's big, but it's not as big as Bayern and the rest.
Spending power, bro.
Okay.
But what I will say is,
Ajax don't really spend big though, do they?
But they have an amazing academy and a scouting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's more of academy produce as opposed to they sign.
It's more of a talent.
But what I will say about Ten Hag is, it's not really about Ten Hag himself, bro. Like United, they proved. You know why Mourinho he flopped at United, bro? Is because he wasn't allowed to sell the players he wanted to sell.
And also mutiny as well. Mutiny tax.
Yeah, bro. Like he wanted to get rid of Pogba. He wanted to get rid of Martial. He wanted to get rid of Lingard. Like players like that, bro. And the board, they told them no. Like, how can you tell a manager no, bro? Like, if he doesn't want players. You feel me? But what I will say is for Ten Hag...
Abdul, Wi-Fi tax.
Wi-Fi
tax.
Say,
there we go. 2010 treble. No, 2010 treble. Abdul continue. I don't know. 2010 treble. 2010 treble. Abdul continue. Run Pep at a time. Run Pep at a time. Abdul continue. Run Pep at a time. Abdul continue.
Now, what I will say about Ten Hag is, I do rate him as a manager, and I think you're being harsh on him by saying he's a philosophy merchant, because you don't beat Ajax, you don't beat Real Madrid, and you don't beat Juventus in the Champions League just by philosophy, bro. There was tactics involved.
No. Okay, let me see. There's something that when I say you guys are overrated. Pep is a philosophy merchant, and Pep is one of the best managers in the world. So when I say you're a philosophy merchant, that is not demeaning you. When I say you're a philosophy merchant, it means that, and Pep said it with himself. He said it with his own mouth. Look at the documentary. Pep said pretty much that I only have a plan A. If we correctly adhere to plan A, we will always win. We only lose if we do not properly execute plan A. But that's the philosophy of merchant.
But Ten Hag isn't like that, HH, because you can only be like that if you have one of the best teams in Europe, bro. You can only have that. But when you have like an underdog team like Ten Hag, when you come up against the big boys, you can't just play in your philosophy because you'll get smoked. Because, bro,
Abdul, look at the way what they did to Juve, what they did to Real Madrid in our 29 season.
It was amazing tactically, bro. It was amazing. He nullified them, bro. So I think you should put some respect on his name. But what I will say is, bro, like for Ten Hag, like honestly, he should know what he's getting himself into, because, like, bro, Manchester United, it's a pressure cooker, bro. It's a pressure cooker.
Is it still a pressure cooker? Still?
Yeah, bro. The media, bro, they are
okay. Media wise, okay.
Yeah, bro. Like he really, like, you know, for all we banter Manchester United, bro. Like for you to succeed at United, you really have to have balls of steel, bro. Like you do, bro. You can't, bro. You gotta be a man, bro, and you gotta know your place, man, and you gotta be confident in yourself. And I feel like, bro, Ten Hag, he can be that dude. He can be that dude, but bro, honestly, there's a cultural problem at United, bro. I think it is too. It can go too far. Like I don't want to go too far into it, but bro, they have too many players that think they're celebrities, bro. Like,
but I think one thing I agree with you is once results doesn't start going his way, how is he now going to respond to the very, very aggressive media?
Yeah, bro. Because Ajax is different. Because you know what, Ajax, bro. All these players, they're like dogs for him, bro. They do the dirty work because, bro, they want to get that next step, the next move. You know what I mean? The big signing. You know what I mean?
But see, my thing is that we don't know what he's made of. Maybe Ten Hag is like, oh no, I'm built for this and I'm ready. Because I think unless he's stupid, I'm sure he knows what he's getting into, and it's like, okay, I'm ready for anything that will come to us because I know what I'm made of. Now, before I come to RDS, let me just hit some of these doors. Come to your boy RDS, man. Now, this community is freaking weird, but it is what it is. Suleiman says, Zeman, why do you hate my club so much? We're back. Suleiman, you're a Barca fan.
No, he's a Manchester United fan. Can't you
He's
see?
a Barca fan.
But
I
he's
thought
a EV.
I thought he was a Chelsea fan at one
No,
point.
he's a
Yeah.
Barca fan. He's a,
Yeah,
no,
shout out Suleiman. Shout out
Yes.
Suleiman.
no,
Shout out
Suleiman,
Suleiman.
you're a Barca fan. Relax.
Shout out
Oh,
Suleiman.
now this is where things get a bit odd now. Abdul, the comedian opinions with a Danish flag. Ten Hag ball will make Man United players lag. Hashtag FIFA. We're not done it. No, Abdul, we're not done it. Again, Abdul, the comedian opinions. Danish flag. I don't like Ten Hag because he's bald. Hashtag HH, hashtag Lakaka. Abdul, I think you're right. I think this is empty. I think this is empty.
Yeah, bro, shout out to that guy, bro. He has some ugly haircut in his profile picture.
Oh Lord, RDS man, talks to me. Your boy man, you got your boy man. Are you excited? Are you happy? Are you doing? Are United back? Are United back?
Well, first of all, I apologize for being late. But I was late for good reason because I have an Airbnb at my house, and the guy who's here happens to be a football agent. So I was asking him a lot of questions, and he happened to he's Onazi, the Nigerian midfielder.
Yeah. Okay, Nazi, yeah.
So he's his agent. So he had him on video. So I was speaking to him. I was like, "Bro, Anazi man, what's the Nigerian football club? What's going on?" So he laid some truth bombs. He was like, "Bro, the players didn't. The manager was quite. Let's just say that although we were like a grab and this, a grab and that inside there were things." There were different things that were going on.
Right. How surprising! I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked.
Well, there you go.
Losers, bastards.
So, but he's a cool guy. He was fine. It was like it's just chilling in Saudi Arabia.
Okay. So you're renting out your place to a guy using Airbnb.
It's Airbnb. So I bought a house, and it's just a
cool. Okay, cool.
So, yeah. So but yeah, that's why I late. So he also said that he worked in Manchester United for a bit as well, and it confirmed a lot of the things that we know about United for those who want to hear, which is that United is a commercial club. Like day one goes in, and we're like, United are the biggest club on the pitch and off the pitch, with emphasis on off the pitch.
Yeah,
I don't have to say any more.
Yeah,
so yeah. And that leads into the whole Ten Hag thing, in that like he's going to get that presentation as well, i.e. on and off the pitch, i.e. that like Manchester United is a commercial football club. So I think for anyone who knows me, I have said several times that I think Ten Hag is a good coach. I've got no doubt about that. But I wasn't particularly enthused with the appointment because I know that the situation at United is not just about who comes in. The situation about United is the structure, the hierarchy, and everything around that.
No, but so real quick. So if knowing the structure and all the stuff, if you had to choose and you were making the decision between him or Pochettino, knowing the issues with United, who do you think would be best between him or Poch?
I would take Ten Hag personally. So just only because I think because there's more of a risk as a fan. There's more of a risk of Ten Hag in that sense, because I think people know that Pochettino will probably easily be more manipulated.
Yeah, safe.
Let's put it that way, So I mean, the man worked under Daniel Levy for like 4 or 5 years, and we know Daniel Levy. If you have to like crack rocks to get money from Daniel Levy.
Yeah.
Not, he's worse than the Glazers when it comes to spending money. I think Conte is going to walk in the summer. I genuinely think even if he gets top 4, I think Conte will walk because
no, he will. No, he
will. He literally, if he gets top 4, he'll go to Levy and he'll go, "So yeah, what's the transfer budget?" And Levy will go like,
about that. Come back next semester.
Yeah. It's like Major Look. It's just so.
But yes, apparently you guys are getting like a new board, like new directors, new everything. So it might work out, bro.
No, Abdul. Let's relax. That's not happening. Like this, the structures just going to be the same. It's just the only thing that's changing is that Ragnick might still to be an advisor to help Ten Hag. But at the end of the day, like people can't expect this dude to come in with a magic wand and then transform the entire club in one season, is what I'm trying to say. Especially when 4 or 5 players. I think 5 players are going to have to be replaced in the summer.
No, but see, here's the thing, though, because see, people have been calling me, "Oh, you're a hater." Because see, artists, all I said was this: I said that United, the football is going to be a lot better, and he's going to improve young players, and it's going to look really good. But my thing for United fans is, are you expecting him to come in and win trophies? Because for me, I don't think Ten Hag is going to come in. I don't think for sure he will come in, play good football, and win trophies. So for United fans, because maybe I'm wrong, but what I assume is you want to go back to the Fergie days. You're such a big brand. For that brand, it is important that you're winning trophies. So I'm like, I can promise that, but I hold back and say, okay, people say, okay, if not Ten Hag, then who? Okay, I'm like, okay, fair enough. I don't know who else, because apart from him or Poch, between him and Poch, I don't know whether both of them are going to guarantee you the trophies that I assume you want to.
But I mean, I've said this before, that United aren't going to go to win trophies until Pep and Klopp leave their respective clubs. When they leave their respective clubs, then we'll talk about that. Because I mean, at this point, literally this weekend it's a battle of the trebles. City have got a treble loading. Liverpool got a treble loading. I think Chelsea sort of have a treble loading.
No, relax.
I think
Zeman, can you reach your mic? Zeman, thank you.
Because you said they're still in the
so you said okay, cool.
But I think obviously we know that I think Liverpool and City are probably closer to the treble than Chelsea are, but it is what it is. There's no way that United under Ten Hag. I mean, I will say, if he does make a massive transformation in a year, then we have to put a lot of respect on this guy's name if he does somehow do it. But I highly doubt he will. And United are going to need a massive summer this season to back him. We have to replace players that are going to go. Cavani, Pogba, Lingard is gone, Mata is gone. Ronaldo probably might leave. Obviously, Greenwood and upset. That's 6 first-team players, that at stretch. The only thing I know from Ten Hag I'm somewhat certain about is that Donny van der Beek is finally going to play football. That's literally the only thing I'm certain about, because he's the former manager.
Yeah. That Van der Beek. Okay. So, what are your expectations, if you have any, for Ten Hag coming in? Do you have any you should? I expect ...
It's more him with Ragnick if he stays as advisable. Like, what I just want is I want Manchester United to have I want Ragnick, because I'm more thinking about what Ragnick's going to do behind the scenes. I want him to do how he established a philosophy at Leipzig, at Hoffenheim, and that went down to the academy level, so that much like you're seeing at Liverpool, where it's not just Klopp it's not just the first team starting 11. It's like, even the academy players that come into the Liverpool team, they play the exact same way.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not. So I don't want to just we just win games, but we have no style of player way of doing it. I want him to work with Ragnick to establish a philosophy United that can be transferred down towards the academy, so that when we do have good academy players coming up, or other players come from clubs, they can fit into a system, rather than this United. And this is where I think United decide whether they're going to be a brand or not, because I'd rather United spend 100 million on 30 million signings that Ten Hag can coach and develop for his style, than spend 80 million on some big name like Haaland or Kane or Declan Rice or whoever overhyped English merchant there is.
RDS, do you mean like business like this right here?
45 million pounds, I think it was 50 million euros, 45 million pounds is what's triggered the release clause for your boy Werner. And
Abdul, this is your final warning. Abdul, burn that receipt. Abdul, burn that bloody receipt. Burn that blood clot receipt. Please burn that receipt. Sickle.
I just look at what happened? What did he say at the end of
RDS? Can you round up so I can give it to you as you said, please? Thank you.
Just curious about that, but anyway, fundamentally the point is this summer we'll know whether Manchester United is purely a commercial club or a footballing club, because if we go out and spend ages trying to convince Harry Kane and Declan Rice to sign, versus actually going out and actually finding up and coming talent that can be coached into a philosophy, into a system, then we'll know which way United are going. And if it's the former, then I'd be very worried for Ten Hag.
Can I just say something?
Go for it.
I think Ten Hag is a better suit for Manchester United than Conte, even if Conte was available. I think he is because
even with Cristiano.
yeah.
No, here's my thing though. Conte wasn't. This was my Conte argument was this. Conte for 2 years, and then Ten Hag for the next 5, 6, 7 years. Because my idea was this is free juice. I was going to get to United. The idea was Cristiano is here. He's 37 years old. So you're really going to happen for 2 years. You get Conte, and Conte is just going to maximize Cristiano in a pragmatic system that's placed to his strengths that could maybe yield an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup if you're lucky and things fall your way. So once that happens, 2-3 years time, then you bring in Ten Hag. In 2-3 years time, Pep and Klopp, they're not going to be here for that long. Maybe Pep and Klopp are there for 2-3 more seasons. And those 2-3 more seasons, Ten Hag is building and molding the idea. So once Pep and Klopp leave, Ten Hag now has free reign and a free runway to now start really developing it has developed for the last 2-3 years to start winning trophies. So Conte made sense for a Cristiano. If you ask Ten Hag right now, would you want Cristiano in the team? He'd say no. For my philosophy, no. If he has Conte, yes.
But I gotta be thinking Ralph is probably one of the most important, person to Manchester United's rebuild structurally. And you're thinking about the likes of you're just thinking about the managers that would work well with Ralph. And you got to be saying to yourself, Conte will want certain types of players that probably don't fit the mold of what Ralph's trying to build in terms of a culture. So for me, it's just like it would just be a clash between him and Conte for every single signing, to the point where the team would never work out, because it would never be, because Ralph. It's either Ralph would have to leave or Conte would have to leave. So for me, it's about building a structure more so than just immediate success. That's the only reason why I say you wouldn't succeed.
Yes, talk to me.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm okay, bro. Oh wow, the mic even works. Oh, because you now have a channel now and everything. You're all professional. Okay, professional.
Yeah. It's a shout out to everyone here. Shout out to the live chat, everyone. Zeman put it perfectly. Man United has to do things the right way. I mean, for a very long time, ever since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, Man United try to do shortcuts, and we try to move like we moved like with a club with no identity. If Manchester United was built like a Chelsea football club, then what you're saying, HH, makes a lot of sense. You get Antonio Conte, you get the best from the actual players you have now, because you know that the owners are going to back him. That's the key here. The fact that Manchester United, as fans, no one can tell you for sure that any manager will work, HH. That any manager, because the way our club functions, the way our club moves, is just like one day is this, one day is that, one day is this, one day is that. The reality is, and a lot of people might not want to actually grasp this reality, it was a shock to a Manchester United football, the people in the footballing, the people that have control of it. It was shock for them what happened this season. It was an absolute shock to them. They was 1,000, 100,000, quadruple % believed in the project that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was doing, to the point that they even extended his contract this summer. This was not planned. This happened for them. It caught them by the extreme surprise. There is absolutely shocked them to the point that the club era right now, they're still scrambling. So here's the thing. The reason why they want a Ten Hag here is twofold. First, he's easily attainable. Like Zeman said, like RDS said, you cannot get a Luis Enrique. It's ludicrous. The fact
that's not happening.
It's not happening. PSG, Pochettino, PSG want money for Pochettino. They're not going to let him go. They don't want to pay him. Let's be honest. They don't want to pay him. They don't want to pay his compensation. They want Manchester United to pay. Manchester United is like, they don't want to pay him. To be honest, Erik ten Hag, in terms of availability, he is the best available manager, honestly speaking. Whether he works or not, it's just like Abdul said, it's no guarantee, because it's Manchester United. The one thing we don't do well is no, actually multiple things, but the two main things we don't do well is we don't point the right manager at the right time, and we don't recruit well. For example, as much as people might get at me for this, but signing Cristiano Ronaldo was a huge mistake. You don't. It is.
Oh my. Okay. Oh, so yes,
Yes,
I can't wait till we get to the Rooney topic. I can't wait till we get to the Rooney topic, man. So
for me, it's like HH is like, okay, so what? Like I agree with your point. Manchester United are not going to win titles, and forget about winning titles, winning trophies. We need to forget about that. We need to. This is a sense of humbling. You need to be humble.
But see, yes, this is interesting though, because I thought most United fans were like, man, we need to be winning trophies.
No,
because is a consensus amongst United fans that we have to get back to winning trophies, or is a consensus that it's humble pie, let's just have a philosophy and let's see where the chips lie?
Exactly, HH, because the reality is that there's like we said, there simply are no guarantees. I feel like it's very arrogant for Manchester United fans if we say, oh, let's get a manager in so we can win trophies, when there is better managers. The top managers are already here. Guys, that's just the reality. Pep Guardiola is here. Thomas Tuchel is here. Antonio Conte is here. What you call it? Jurgen Klopp is here. The Tuchel is here. What trophies are we gonna possibly win with any manager?
The best way of United is if Chelsea get that vitamin D guy.
I mean, it's so the reality is the best thing. The best thing RDS we need to do is, like HJ said, get this philosophy you mentioned. I want at least we're not winning anything. At least you're building towards something. So when the opportunity comes, you're right there. You're ready to take the opportunity.
If this is, because here's my thing, because people say, oh no, you're hating United and so forth. My belief was that United were like, no, we need somebody to give us trophies because we're desperate back. If that's not the consensus, Ten Hag is great. If your concern isn't we must win trophies now, but just to play better football and actually have an identity, he's great. He's great. Ten Hag is superb. He's superb. If that's what you want. So I just need to know what the consensus is. That's it, you know?
I mean, I was in a space earlier with the United fans where this was actually a topic. Some of them were arguing that, we need to win trophies now. But let's be honest, HH, we have to be humble. We have.
How many United fans can truly be humble after all the success under Fergie?
We're a joke. People look at us as a joke. There's in this weekend, Man City and Liverpool are playing for something. What are we playing for, HH? And now we expecting that we bring a manager and he wins the trophy right away. No. We actually have to build something. We have to actually do things the right way for once. And like you said, Ten Hag needs to be backed. Let him take as long as possible time as he needs. That's all. That's my consensus. And then you see the fruit of the labor.
Okay. So let me just take some
because, I noticed something. When people they resubscribe to the membership, it doesn't pop up on the StreamYard, bro.
No, sometimes it does, but it depends. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Wait, let me because I actually need an answer from you here, because this is weird. First of all, TKO says, do you think Ten Hag will do better than Xavi? No.
Definitely.
It's too early.
No, he will.
No. Too early to say. But if I was to, you know what? Sorry, let me take it back. Let me take it back. I have no idea.
Yeah,
too hard to know. Because
Xavi's a flop, bro. Xavi's a flop.
Oh, shut up.
Xavi won the Saudi league, didn't he?
RDS, he means his job with the Barca. He means his job with the Barca. RDS, stop it.
It's a trophy, though, at the end of the day. So
RDS, stop it. RDS, stop it.
One more trophy than Manchester United.
Okay, hold up. Now,
exactly,
Abdul, you need to answer for this, though. Because I think this is you. Abdul, what is this?
I'm telling you, I saw it in the chat. I couldn't believe my eyes.
So, is this you or this isn't you?
This is me, but I had to report what I saw because it was a crime.
I want to lick your bald head. #Malteser.
So this was from Core.
Okay, so Core said this.
Core said that.
Core said that.
Core, seek help.
HH, that's a 2-month ban, bro.
Let him dance with you, man. Let him dance with you.
Okay, wait, hold on. And someone says, HH, check the tweets I mentioned you in and show the panel. Okay. So now, guys, look. I don't know what to say about this, but Let me hear your response to this instead.
Women's rights, man.
All I can say is shout out to Viviane Miedema and so forth. You know, I just shout out. You see, but you know, we actually don't have a term for this. So, and also, key thing, it says winning, not the one winning. So I think it might even be more. So last this tweet, it was 12-0.
Yeah, it was 77th minute.
How's this any different to what England do against those small nations?
Bro, for me, that's the definition of colonization, man. So, guys, now this is where it gets emotional now. This is where it gets emotional.
By the way, if you see any Minecraft content on your timeline, ignore it, okay?
All right, I'll try.
Just ignore it because people.
All right, guys. So, guys, now this is where it gets serious. So we've stopped joking right now. This is where it gets serious.
Let's go.
Oh yes.
This is fake news. This is 100% fake news. Anybody who believes that Eden Hazard will touch or sniff Arsenal is sick in the head. Sick in the head. Eden Hazard is coming home. And I've been working very hard with people at Real Madrid because I have some people I've been discussing Real Madrid to try and bring him back home. And I'm working hard to bring him back home. And any Chelsea fan, dumb, thick, or stupid enough, who thinks that Chelsea have moved beyond Hazard because we have that bum piece of gutter trash on as Mason Mount, you are idiotic and you have zero ball knowledge. We need Hazard. Arsenal, what do you think you're doing? See, this is fake news, but let's pretend it's real. Let's play a game. Nah. Let's play a game. You know, ringa roses. You know what's it called? What's it called? Hopscotch, all that kind of stuff. Let's play a game. Let's say Arsenal are actually really in for Hazard and so forth. What Arsenal? Why would you go for Eden Hazard? What's Mr. Eden Hazard is going to join Arsenal? And I know what everyone is going to say. He's finished. He's done. Arsenal is now his level. Guys, I'm sorry. When you're so good and when you reached such heights, you don't touch clubs like Arsenal. With all due respect, Arsenal, you're talking to a guy who was best player at the World Cup. You're talking to a guy who was the best player at a World Cup, a feat that very few have achieved. Very few.
Wait, so Modric wasn't the best player?
Abdul, can you mute your mic? So you're talking about a guy who is in the same category as the real Ronaldo, as Pele, as Maradona, as Zidane.
Most of those players didn't win Champions League.
So of those guys who've said what's up in World Cup, Eden Hazard would never join Arsenal. So all of you guys on Twitter trying to run with this crap, he'll never join. He's coming home. And when he comes home and proves you sick losers wrong, I'm going to love it. Because the abuse has been horrible. It's been horrible. It has been fully horrible. Because you see, this is what we actually need to understand here. Arsenal. Focus on top four. Focus on that. And I know people will say that, you know what, this is the way that Hazard can resurrect his career. And it's not really gone well for him, that maybe he wants to now go a step low. Don't give me any of that crap. I told you, there's fake news, there's real news. Fake news, real news. The real news is this. Hazard is coming home. Hazard is coming home. Hazard is coming home. He's coming home to Chelsea. That's not an opinion. It's not a viewpoint. It's a factissimo. So I'm going to pass over to the panel. So Abdul, if you don't mute your mic, I swear, if you don't mute your mic, I'm going to throw this short bread in your face right now. Mute your bloody mic. I'll throw this short bread in your face.
I'm actually hungry.
I'll throw this book in your face. So Abdul, mute your mic. Let me talk. So before I give over to the panel right now, if Hazard joins Arsenal, and this is just for example, if it's to join Arsenal, I might have to sever ties. That is how much of a betrayal it would be. This is no offense to Arsenal. Some of my best friends are Arsenal fans. But we're talking about the jewel in the crown. Chelsea's jewel. And before we went live, I talked to Abdullah and Zim and said, I am in pain with the gutter trash football I'm seeing. With this Brexit pro-colonialism piece of crap that I'm seeing from Chelsea right now. The football is garbage. It stinks. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. Which is why I need a higher brand of football. So Hazard, this is a PSA, public service announcement. You walk out whatever you need to walk out, and we're bringing you back home. Hazard, in the words of Drake, we're coming home. We're coming home. So, let me hand over to the dudes right here. Let me come to RDS, man. RDS.
Yes, yeah.
He's not going to. I mean, this is bull crap. This is bull crap. Talk to me. It's bull crap, innit?
Quick question: do you think that Hazard is Belgium's best player?
Hmm?
Do you think Hazard is Belgium's best player?
Ability-wise, he is. Ability-wise, he's based on talent and ability. He is.
But let's have this debate. And this is the debate of De Bruyne versus Hazard. Now, if you're influenced by the media hype, then of course you will say, oh, of course, it must be Hazard. But if you actually be objective, De Bruyne is easily the best.
No. RDS, no. You're not going to do that. RDS, 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 don't. RDS, respond to the news story without a receipt, or I'm going to put you in the sense bin.
H. We know each other for quite some time, man. So.
RDS, I don't give a damn how long I've known you. Don't you dare play that receipt? Don't you dare play that receipt, bro?
It wasn't a receipt. It wasn't a receipt. I asked a question. I want to cloud to you. Said, is Hazard the best Belgian player?
Bringing back something from like 2010s.
No, it wasn't. No, 2010s. This was recency bias.
Oh, sure,
in the clip, you said that De Bruyne was better. So, given the stuff that you were saying, I was just a bit confused.
It wasn't me.
You know what I mean? So the chat, I think the chat remembers. Even Nats.
Man, the chat sucks, man. Screw.
Nats from the chat says W, I think, as well.
Yeah,
so.
Nats says a moron. What would you expect? So.
Yeah, do you want me to finish playing the
No. I would need to talk about Hazard to Arsenal and talk to me how much of a bullcrap story this is and why he wouldn't go to Arsenal.
Fine. Okay, cool. Just guys, in the chat, just remind HH in chat that HH did say De Bruyne Hazard. If you can just put that in the chat, that'd be good. Thanks. Now onto this, is he going to Arsenal or not? It wouldn't surprise me given the fact that Arsenal have been taking Real Madrid players recently. Dani Ceballos was on loan up for like a couple, was it 2 seasons, I think? And then obviously Martin Odegaard, who they signed as well. I think Arsenal seem to have a relatively good link with Real Madrid right now currently. So I would suspect, because is Hazard going into his final year next year? Or is he out of contract this summer?
He still has like 3 years left, bro.
So then, yeah, it actually makes sense because they'll probably be like, oh, go to Arsenal on a loan. That's what Arsenal will do. They're like, okay, we'll have Hazard, we'll have him on loan. And then they might put, for example, an option to sign at the end of said loan. Because I don't think any other club is going to do that bar Arsenal FC, given how they run. So yeah, I mean, would you take Hazard back at Chelsea, HH?
1000%.
HH, can I speak on this?
Wait. Why?
Sure.
Why wouldn't Artist friends? I'll come to you, Abdul. Artist, why wouldn't I take? No, Artist, listen to me. Why wouldn't I take Hazard back at Chelsea when the team is playing like complete utter crap, and have to deal with clowns like freaking Mount Werner and so forth?
Oh, because you said De Bruyne was a far superior technical player.
RDS.
Isn't Hazard.
RDS.
So yeah, that's that could be one reason. The other reason is that you spend obviously 100 million on Lukaku, who flopped. You spend 60 million on Werner, who flopped. and then you're now potentially going to re-sign a guy, who was a flop in Madrid and who's now weighs significantly more than he did previously. So can you really take the risk of playing basically Hazard and Lukaku and Werner? I mean, think of it. Think of that. Werner, Lukaku, Hazard as your front three. Do you have faith in that front three, HH?
So the front three of what?
Lukaku, Werner, and Hazard.
Hazard. Wait. Hazard and Lukaku are from where? Hazard and Lukaku, where are they from?
They're both Belgian.
Okay.
So the combination of that front three could easily equal 300 million. So that could be a 300 million.
And also, why is Werner in this front three? Why can't it be Hazard, Lukaku, and the Verts?
Because Werner will play on the left, Hazard will play on the right. Because you remember when we did that starting 11?
No. Werner is not part of this.
Remember when we did that starting 11 where Hazard played on the right and got displaced for George Best for some stupid reason? So Hazard could go on the right because he's world class there. Apparently, he's better than a Ballon d'Or Champions League winning George Best.
Oh, actually, no. Wait, Aris, I think.
Yeah.
So guys, I was on the terrace I think a few weeks ago, and Hazard was voted in all-time Premier League 11.
Super chat tax.
RDS, continue.
Just as it's another question to the chat, but who's better, George Best or Eden Hazard in terms of a technique and
okay? While the clowns, the chats do that, Abdul, what do you want? Abdul, what do you want to say? What?
I just want to ask you, HH.
If it's a receipt, I'll throw you out this whole thing. So.
But HH, remember the video you did earlier today?
No, I don't. So what?
I just want to. But HH, like, why would you want him back? What are you looking? Are you looking for somebody who can finish, right, and who can dribble, right?
I'm looking for imagination, creativity, and technique.
And finishing, right?
And technique.
Yeah, but can you explain to me, because HH, I'm just confused because
I don't care what you want to say. Can say Werner has not been this, has been that. He is regarded as one of the best young finishers in the world.
Zeman, what are your thoughts, Hazard and Arsenal? Zeman.
What's up, Let's
keep it.
Yes, Said, your thoughts, Hazard to Arsenal. What are your thoughts?
We'll just continue playing with seats.
Yes, yeah. Hazard to Arsenal. What are your thoughts? Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah. You there? Yes, yeah.
You get the play. Why are you laughing? It's De Bruyne because De Bruyne gives me.
Zeman, please, Hazard to Arsenal. No receipts, please. Let's.
I was just playing that clip because you said something interesting that piqued my interest, and you're the GOAT analyst. You're the GOAT analyst, so I just wanted to bring that up. But when it comes to Hazard, man, to be honest with you, I think he would do well competing in the Conference League. I think that's he hasn't competed in Europe.
Conference League.
Yeah. Considering that, you said that Arsenal aren't necessarily going to make it to the top four. Therefore, they could end up in the Conference League easily compared to teams around them. And they've lost their main key players, in Teeny. So this could happen. And I feel like if they're going that route, someone like Hazard could really be an impact. And you said he needs to come home. He is. He's coming to London. That is his home, right?
Zeman, don't get technical.
Zeman, isn't Arsenal like the biggest club in London as well?
Yeah.
No, it's wait. Do Arsenal have a UCL?
But they have
two, technically 4 UCLs. How could he be the biggest club in London without a UCL? How does that make sense?
They have a losers model in the CL final.
Yeah. And also, how can you be bigger when Chelsea literally have more trophies than Arsenal?
Wait,
but
hold on.
Can I ask you a question, HH?
No.
What would you do if he came to Arsenal?
I actually said no.
What would you do if he came to Arsenal and he dropped like a 3-piece?
Well, I just said if he joins Arsenal, I would sever ties with Hazard, and I will disband myself from the Hazard FC fan club.
Would you ask him for a reimbursement for the fat camp that you paid for in 2019?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Are you there?
Built that especially for him.
Well, that was a good fat camp, bro. Like he lost some weight, bro.
He did the opposite.
So are we all in agreement here that he would never touch Arsenal? We're all in agreement there.
No, not quite. I mean, would you really leave Chelsea for that though? Is that what really breaks it? I thought you were more complicated than that, man. I thought it wasn't. I thought it wouldn't be down to one man leaving to Arsenal. Because let's be honest, bro. Hazard he's finished. He's finished at top flight football. You guys,
Okay. You say he's finished based on what?
based on his recent performances, which he has none. This guy. This guy hasn't premiered in El Clasico, right? This guy. This is we're going to year 3, bro.
Ziman, what if it turns out that he was suffering from depression and had a mental illness?
No,
Then what? No. Then what? What would your reaction be? What if it was found out? Oh, he had a mental illness and he was suffering from the depression. Then what? What would you say? Huh?
Then this channel we would be talking about weak mentalities and whatnot because this is what we do, man.
But let's even be honest. Like, how can you be on 600K a week living in Spain and be depressed, bro?
Yeah,
and you're not even playing, bro. And you eat cheeseburgers for every meal, bro. Like, that's not an excuse. If he's depressed, then I'm depressed.
Look, man.
Bitch would agree if it was any other player, man.
So I can see most of you guys. Actually, before we go to the dubs, at last a guy with sense, Ricardo. Thank you for coming in here. I'm about to deal with these 3 freaking clowns for the last 6-7 minutes. At least you're a guy that's actually a lot more mature than these childish dudes. Hazard to Arsenal. Talk to me.
So I think he's admitting himself that he's finished, right?
No.
Okay.
Because Ricardo, I believe this is fake news. Trust me. Why would, in your honest opinion, and be real, why would this guy even touch Arsenal Football Club?
All right. So the reason why, look, the only logical way I can think of this is that Hazard, this is his league. Like, this is the league where he plays his best football because it's tailor-made for him and his style of play, what the Premier League is about. I personally think Real Madrid are going to move on past him because the arrival of Mbappe and perhaps other players, and I think they're going to offload more than just Hazard. For Arsenal, I mean, this is not the first time I heard this link. I actually heard this link maybe like a month or 2 ago, and it doesn't surprise me because maybe Chelsea don't want him. They're moving past him, and Hazard's level doesn't really convince them as to why they should take him back. It doesn't surprise me. But then again, this may not be the only offer for him on the table, but it might be the best offer for him on the table at this point.
Ricardo, a Chelsea offer is coming. He's coming home.
No, he might be, and I think for the story for the Disney Plus subscription.
Oh, don't do that, Ricardo, don't do that.
He might look. I don't know. I think he'll look better in a Chelsea uniform. I think it'll be nice, but I think Chelsea. I think he might not be Chelsea level anymore because Chelsea are the best club in the world. They are.
Ricardo, I'm going to stop you there. Ricardo, Chelsea are. It's not as bad as Atleti, but Chelsea are playing some of the worst football for a top club in the world. Chelsea's football is horrendous. It is basement level. And any Chelsea fan who thinks that we are now beyond Hazard, you're a freaking moron.
Ricardo,
just one sec, bro.
Okay, go on.
You do know, like, if they get Hazard, you guys, you know who's out of contract from Arsenal this season? Lacazette, bro. Get Lacazette revenge, bro. Revenge.
Yeah. No. To be fair, Chelsea have offloaded a lot of former players that past their prime to Arsenal.
Lacazette, like, honestly.
Ricardo, sorry for the interruption. Please continue, Ricardo.
I was going to ask.
Okay, Aris, wanted to ask.
Yeah, no. I was going to say, do you think that that the Ricketts family signing Eden Hazard as a first signing would actually be a
Ricardo,
good...
you don't have to answer that question.
That's a good question.
Would that be like as a first signing, like just
marquee signing?
Well,
if you yourself to the fans, that type of thing.
Well,
Ricardo, you need to answer that question.
No, but if you think about it, if you look at the size of Hazard and the Ricketts family are American, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
you know, Ricardo, that's a really good point, man. and he loves burgers as well. That's American, you know.
Yeah, hey man.
All right,
I'm sorry, Z.
We're gonna go to the dog.
No, I want them to take over, man. Hashtag right. American owners, man. American
owners. Okay, let's just see. So from Lauren Real says, every time I see Zad, I get remembered of his amazing World Cup in 2018. Me too, Laura. Me too.
You know, McDonald's is underrated, bro.
Casey says Zad was truly the best player in 2018 and one of the best players in Premier League history and was close to Messi's level.
Seems to
And
say
Chelsea
Zad
is his home.
President
Casey,
scholar.
I do agree.
Chelsea
Casey, I
scholar.
do agree with that. I do agree with that. Nas says, HH, why do you want one of the best players of his generation at CFC? Hashtag Zad. Well, Nas, you pretty much said it in your dub, so well said. Abdul, Zad is already home since 2019. Ambassador.
HH,
Okay,
you know
I know.
Abdul, you know he's a good comedian. Like, put some respect
Okay.
on him.
Yeah.
Now, this is real. I think we clear this up. Core says, HH, thank you for the dub Core. HH, that is not me. That is empty. The real Core on Twitter has a Ghana flag. I would never say anything like that, HH. I keep it strictly football with a U.
But HH, wasn't it him who brought up Jesus like last time to the Greenwood situation?
Abdul, relax. Core, thank you for clearing that up. And I will deal with empty in due time.
Also, the chat, just as a follow up, the chat sort of agreed that George Best was better than even Hazard.
No, they didn't. The chat don't know what they're talking
It
about.
was a lot
Lauren
better.
Ralph says, did Zad ever have an assist? Did Zad
In a Champions League final.
Zad ever? So did Zad
In a
ever
Champions
bowl at the
League
World
final.
Cup? Yeah, he did.
In a
Lauren,
CL
yeah,
final.
he bowled at the World Cup. He bowled at the World Cup.
Are you
He
dyslexic,
bowled.
HH? Are you like
He bowled. He
I
bowled.
think, yes.
David T. So,
Waving, man.
Yeah,
Waving.
William,
David T. Thanks for the
William
thanks for
has
the dub
bigger
there,
moments in the
David T.
Champions League. So
Waving T, man. Waving T.
David T again says, oh, thank you for the dub, David. Hope you're all having a nice day. I'm chilling with my drink, pounded yam, and a goosey with fried CR7 meat. Oh, goat's meat. Oh,
Yo,
bro, you see, you guys
Oh,
only me.
shit.
See, only me
man.
and Red Devil
HH, he has
don't lie.
Ronaldo's meat, bro.
Hey, yo.
I knew he was gonna go there. I knew if it was anybody, it's gonna be Abdul, man.
No,
That's,
Ronaldo's the curry.
bro, I was just trying to avoid that, man. That's
I'm not going to mention that.
But it was him who said it, bro.
question. Abdul, you're on a yellow.
But
See,
pounded
all-
Dominic Gussy there, man.
No, bro. See, only me and RDS know the amazing thing of Pandya Man. Wait, have any of you guys had Pandya Man?
Yeah, but
Goose?
Yeah,
No, you've
yeah.
not. No,
Yeah, I have.
I'll just shut up. No, you've not.
I
No,
have.
you've not.
I've actually, yeah.
Goose man, where?
I had it while watching you guys exit out of the African Cup.
Okay, so
Favorite dish.
moving on quickly. Fast Food Union Association. Zad is all right. Thank you for that, Fast Food Union Association. Thank you for that. Thank you, help. John Stewart. Oh, Green Lantern.
But these are some funny dubs, man. Funny dubs.
Pastor Fred has the same amount. So
Amount of league goals this season as
Pastor. I don't know who Pastor Fred is, so I don't know who you're referring to.
No.
Let me
Let
take the dog.
me take over HH. Pastor Fred has the same amount of league goals this season as Eden Hazard does.
I don't know
in
who
Madrid
Pastor Fred
career.
is.
So, you know Fred. Do you want me to show you?
I don't know who that is. I don't know
Fred
who
at
that is.
Manchester United.
I have no idea. It's RDS, it's news to me. I don't know. RDS, I know who Fred Flintstone is. I know what was it called? Hey, the Flintstones, well, the Flintstone family. I know that guy. I don't know.
So just think of that guy but black. You know what I mean? Just think of that guy but black and Brazilian, man.
Oh god. Suleiman, NO spells no, so you are out of the game. Hell no, because I'm not going to come in here for you to clown my guy. David C says, thank you for the dub, David C. Thank you for that dub, David C. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the show. Ice Freezy says, thank you for the dub, Ice Freezy. Thank you for the dub, Ice Freezy. Thank you for that. So, any final words on Hazard before we move on to our next thing?
Yeah, that's cold, man.
How much do you think Hazard is actually worth right now, HH? Seriously, like how much would you think Chelsea should pay for him if it was to come back?
Bro, it's like 25 million.
Ricardo.
What happened?
Ricardo.
What happened?
A Happy Meal.
Ricardo, relax.
No,
Ricardo,
but let's be
relax.
honest.
A
25
Happy
million?
Meal.
Ricardo, relax. Hold
Oh
on.
my god.
Man,
RDS.
it's worth more than a Happy Meal, man. Come on.
I did not
No,
say
it's a
Happy
Happy Meal, man.
with a boy toy.
You know what? How
Right.
much is he worth?
Yeah, how much is Hazard worth now?
It's like
Like 600?
25, man.
Like
It's
600?
25.
So something like that. Around
Wait, how
600?
much? Wait, how much?
600? Like 600? Like that.
600K.
No, like 65.
60 million. 60 million.
Like 65.
He might be at the point where
That's as much calories as
Have you guys noticed, like, he sometimes when he doesn't want to, he can't read and he can't talk, bro.
No, I say like 65.
So just go with the 65. Just to clarify, you're saying that Chelsea should spend more on Eden Hazard 65 million than Liverpool did on Diaz.
RDS is called. There's a World Cup.
No, it's just they've got Lewis.
RDS. Basically, this is what we do in economics. There's a thing called World Cup tax, which is like an add-on that Natsa, you're not coming on this freaking Natsa. Who gave Natsa the freaking link? Empty. Let's hope you do. Natsa, you're not coming onto this freaking panel, bro. So stay in that freaking room. You're not gonna come onto this freaking
A
panel.
lot of people say. Sorry, some of these answers in the chat are pretty bad in terms of how much you got.
Someone said Real Madrid should pay Chelsea to take him.
Yeah.
Oh man, do you know what's I think I would actually be overcome with emotion if Hazard leads Belgium to the World Cup. If Hazard has an amazing World Cup, I think I would actually cry.
I think Natsa should come in, bro. He should talk about
Fucking Hazard,
bro. Abdul, Natsa's not touching this freaking panel, bro. So I don't even know how.
Natsa,
keep watching Natsa. You're not stay for this panel.
He needs to
LC, what happened with Frankfurt? Terrorists.
Oh wow.
I can't read. What does that say? It says
losing to a Wi-Fi.
Casey, I can't understand what it's saying in this job. I don't know what it says. Temu kilo pasa. What does that mean? Wait. What do you mean? Temo kilo pasa.
I think that says Excel formula, but that's just.
I don't know, guy. I mean, Casey. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong. It's a teco kilalasa. I don't know what that says.
They lost again.
Well,
yeah,
Ricardo, I don't know what it says. I'm not sure what it is on about. Abrits fair. All right, thank you for that, dub. Abrits fair. Thank you for the dub. Thank you for the dub, Abrits fair. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so far.
You'll get some good themes.
I appreciate that.
10 out of 10, man.
People are creative. This is good.
Lauren Ross says Zad is so good at. Lauren Rouse. That's what I wanted. I thought you were supposed to be a Chelsea fan.
He said he finished his own career at 28.
No, but Lauren, I thought you were supposed to be a Chelsea fan. I thought you were supposed to be a Chelsea fan. So Lauren, it's not time. So basically, bottom line is he's not joining Arsenal because Arsenal are a bombers club. They're not the biggest club in the world, and that is that. Man. So guys, now this is where things get really emotional. This is where things get really emotional indeed, man. Where are we at right now? Okay, 1:20. So I want to come first to RDS with this, man. Because I think RDS is the best place to come in with this, man. So, let me first just give my 2 cents on this.
Before
so
you
guys,
go, just keep in mind, Rooney is younger than Ronaldo.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. This is
now. Okay, that's great. But no, you know, it's even okay. Now, here's the thing right now. If Cristiano hadn't said anything, I would have actually come to Cristiano's defense. I would have come to his defense. Before Cristiano Instagrammed and so for the days before, I said that Rooney, you're overrated, you're only touted by English media, and you were always the side chick. You were the side chick to Van Persie, you were the side chick to Van Nistelrooy, and you were the side chick to Cristiano. You were always a side chick, Rooney. Always. These are the facts of life. These are the facts of life. So my thing is, that's just the reality. That's the reality that we're dealing with here, man. So my thing here is this: is that look, I don't know why Cristiano had to respond. Now let's look at Rooney's statements. It's been a failure. I say no. Now, yes or no is dependent on the expectations. Now, people say that it was a failure because I expected Cristiano at 36, 37 to come and lead United to a trophy. Anybody who thought that, you're being unrealistic. Because Cristiano is just one man, he's much older, and the United team is broken. Juve already ruled Serie, so him leading them to Serie title, it made sense. Real Madrid, that's one of the best Real Madrid teams ever. And that United team under Fergie was an amazing team. And it's freaking Alex Ferguson, one of the best managers of all time. So thinking that Cristiano coming into United to lead them to a trophy doesn't make any sense. So the only way that Cristiano could be a success is you score those goals, you score equalizers, and you score winners, which is what he's done. But he can only do so much at his age. He needs support, which he didn't get with guys like Larry Maguire in defense, aka the fridge. So that is all fair, but by Cristiano responding, it confirms everything. It confirms that, yes, that really was his sister who was making those Instagram posts and liking those posts during the whole Ballon d'Or furor. It does confirm that he's always cared more about the rivalry with Messi than anyone else. This does confirm that he's very, very conscious of people's criticism towards him. It does confirm that he watches these streams.
Wow.
It does. and also, it also confirms this, and this is because, see, Rooney, I liked what Rooney said, because that would have been stinking. Because Rooney just says, oh, wow, like, he's surprised that Cristiano has this, and he said everybody would be jealous of Cristiano bar Messi. And I know that would have stinged. And what I've always said is there's nothing Cristiano can do or achieve that will ever make him as good as Messi. Now, he can be greater, have a better legacy, that's also true. But there's literally nothing Cristiano can ever do that will make him as revered as a footballer as Messi is. Messi will always be seen as a superior and better player than Cristiano, purely in a footballing sense. Cristiano has a much better legacy than freaking Dino. But through all time, there's nothing Cristiano could ever do that will make him regarded as good as a footballer as the real Ronaldo, as Dino, as Zidane, or as Messi. That will never happen. But to actually respond using your Instagram accounts, claiming that these guys are jealous, this shows a guy who is deeply insecure. Deeply insecure. And what this shows is that Cristiano, he needs that fan base. Basically, FG lives. FG lives. Guys like FG and so forth, and that guy who pretty much had plastic surgery to make himself look like Cristiano. These guys, you're doing the Lord's work. He needs you guys. He believes in you guys. Because by him doing that, people, I'm sure all the CL guys are now attacking Rooney and now going against Rooney. But Cristiano, you didn't have to say anything. Because what Rooney said, I thought was wrong. But by you responding, shows that, bro, you are one heck of an insecure dude. And last thing I say before we go through, and I think Zeman even mentioned this. Zeman mentioned this on the last thing. If this guy wins the World Cup,
God save us all, man.
I have to retire. I will, because you guys may be a bit young, but this was wrestling way back in the day where Ultimate Warrior faced Macho Man. I think this was WrestleMania 7. And whoever lost had to retire. But again, it didn't really happen. It was obviously like, what's it called? Macho Man lost and he has to retire, but it didn't really happen. But the World Cup, this could be called, because this World Cup is now called the Legacy World Cup and the Retirement World Cup. My legacy is on the line. Because imagine a man this arrogant, this self-loving. Imagine if this guy wins the World Cup, the arrogance it'll be tenfold. And remember, this is a guy who still claims that's Euros, that he had no part to play in that final. So imagine if he won the World Cup, even if he didn't even contribute. Lord in heaven. And so I want to come first to RDS with this thing.
I agree with Wayne Rooney. I don't know why you disagree, man.
Oh, no, I disagree with Rooney. But no, we'll get to let everyone can have the talk. So RDS, so twofold. Do you agree with Rooney's assessment of Cristiano's thing being a failure? And the second part is, do you what do you make of Cristiano's response on Instagram?
First off, man, white tax is real, man. white tax as well, man.
Whoa.
I mean, just white skin tax, man. Because you just look at Rooney, man, and the guy looks 20 years older than Ronaldo next to him, man.
But Red Devil, black don't crack.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, so just look at it's just like Rooney, you're younger than Ronaldo, bro, and you look like you're almost 50. Like
that is crazy. Rooney's 36.
Yes,
36. Oh
that's
my
Ronaldo
god.
at 37, and this is Rooney at 36.
Wow, that is insane.
It's white skin tax, man. I'm sorry. Why with the chat, man? This is why you shouldn't smoke, you shouldn't drink, and try not to like eat crap.
Yeah, but to be fair, like RDS, like you do know like Ronaldo, he does bleach his hair, so.
No. But
even
though guys from that area,
Arteta looks young because he dyes his hair every week, bro. Like
even if he dyes his hair, man, just the face. Compare the two faces, man. Like,
well, RDS, you're forgetting the fact that Ronaldo freezes himself, so his skin
stays
really youthful.
Do whatever it takes, man.
And he wears mascara.
And he does live streams with his underwear halfway down, taking cold showers.
Artists, can you please talk over this clown, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Abdul, it's a bit just relax.
Just ignore this.
Just focus on beating Frankfurt. That's what I say. So putting that aside, like, I mean, I don't know. The whole it's weird. Like, I think they both. The thing is that I don't think that they necessarily had a because I think beforehand Rooney was talking about how he was like Ronaldo was like annoying to play with or various other bits and pieces. Personally, I don't like okay, what I'll start off this is like I don't like the current trend that we're seeing in football where you're getting ex-players, ex-managers just coming on and just gassing off their own opinion, especially players that have literally just recently retired. You know what I mean? I don't like this. There'll be like a recently retired footballer. He'll now start speaking just random stuff about his old club.
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, like allow it. So you. I don't know. There's just something about that for me that's just a kind of a bit like it doesn't sit right. Like maybe 10 or 20 years from now, fine. When you're sort of more in the game, whatever. But so from my point of view, he's not really positioned to say anything. That's my take about what Rooney said. But obviously the way around was wondered whether it was him.
No. Go. But forget it was Rooney. Just that's his statement in a vacuum.
What? Just the fact that like what specifically about it?
No. Okay, he doesn't feel that the Cristiano's return really worked out the way it did.
Yeah, his statement in a vacuum is fine. Like he's entitled to his opinion.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Ultimately, it's his opinion. So I'm not saying that I'm not saying he's not allowed. Rooney's not allowed to state his opinion. So it's for me, it's just more of a personal thing of just this current trend. We're seeing ex-players and ex-managers, recent managers that just come up and just start saying, like, what I will respect Mourinho about, for example, is that like he, when he left Manchester United, he didn't go. He actually said his crap when he was the manager, but when he wasn't the manager, he didn't go and say, "Oh, Luke Shaw this, or oh, Ronaldo that, or oh, this or that, something like that." He kept it very, very respectful, which you don't see with some of these ex-players. Now, as far as Ronaldo's response goes, we obviously do know the fact that these players don't actually run their Instagrams or Twitter accounts. I hope people are aware of that now. Like Ronaldo didn't go on Instagram and go, "I'm going to respond to Rooney." He didn't do that. It was his PR team. Just like in the Neymar documentaries you guys saw. Neymar's not the one that's posting on Twitter, on Instagrams. It's a media team-based thing. So
okay, artists. Okay, so let's say that it was the media team that said too jealous. Would they do that without Cristiano's approval?
I don't know. It depends on.
It's such a major move that is going to garner so much attention. It would be insane, because that's a character thing. And remember, Cristiano is a guy who you're not only a football player. You're like a media image. You're a media product.
It definitely could be both. But then at the end of the day, the Neymar documentary showed that they were putting stuff out that Neymar wasn't aware of. Like they do all the time. Like just so long as it's not something like that's just as long as it's something that's done in the perception of protecting the brand. Because remember, like Neymar, Ronaldo's marketing company is going to be far bigger with more influence than Neymar's is, I'd imagine, given how he's marketed himself as
No,
a
no,
player.
but see, this is a key. I'm so glad you brought up Neymar. I truly believe that Cristiano is much more involved specifically in the marketing side than Neymar is. I think for Neymar, he more defers the marketing to his father and so forth. I think for Cristiano he's very much about, I want to know every single thing, marketing, sponsorship wise, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, and so forth. I think he's far more involved in that aspect than I think Neymar is. Neymar is just a guy Neymar's on freaking Twitch half the time gaming. So
you want to hear something crazy, bro?
What?
You know, on the post that when Ronaldo commented on,
Yeah.
Ronaldo's comment has more likes than the post itself.
Bro, he's a freaking walking product. Of course,
HH, would you just sorry, like, because talking around here, and with the fact you guys need a striker, would you take Ronaldo at Chelsea? That's a yes or no question. That's a yes or no question.
Wait. You're what? You're cracking up.
No, because he's gonna leave. Because he's obviously gonna leave United this summer because he needs to play for a Champions League club, which you guys are obviously. So, given that you fact you need a number 9 who can score,
I think he's a bit too old. He's a bit too old.
You think 37-year-old Ronaldo is worse than Lukaku you have right now?
No, I didn't say that. But
So
all I'm saying is that I don't think that Chelsea can do better than a 37-year-old.
If you can't get Haaland and Lewandowski, then would you take Ronaldo?
We'll find someone. We'll find someone.
Wait, can I speak on this though?
No. Let artists round off.
Yeah. So in summary, basically, like whatever it is, at the end of the day, the response is still petulant and childish. It's dumb. So I agree with it from that point of view. I was just sort of saying that I suspect that like this, it's not like the way we're talking about. It's like Ronaldo personally went after Rooney and his beef or something. I don't think Ronaldo like as if Rooney lives in Ronaldo's head or something along those lines. Like, I don't think that's the case. I think it was his PR team that said something that came out. Just like Rashford's, anytime Rashford puts a tweet saying like, hold your head up, X, Y,
get that head up.
Get that head up. That's not Rashford, man. That's just PR people. So yeah.
Actually, wait, hold on, artist.
That's a meme now, man.
No. Wait, but did he begin to say this ever since the MBE? Was he saying this before the MBE?
I think it was from the I think it's from the MBE. I think it's from the MBE because he just because where do you? Yeah, I think it was from the MBE, man. Get your head up, man. That's a meme now. Literally.
Get that head up.
No, you know what made it funny, bro? Is that he was literally in the same dressing room as Alanga and he still tweeted it, bro.
Yes, exactly.
No, you're lying.
I swear, bro. It was like 5 minutes after they lost, bro.
No, you're lying.
That's why I say it's his media team. Because wait,
hold up. So he put out the tweet while they were still in the dressing room of get that head.
Bro, it was like 5 minutes after, bro.
Yeah.
Look, Rashford has been stopped. Abdul, talk about our goats, man. Talk about our goats.
Honestly, I don't know why Rooney's getting hate for this because he didn't say anything wrong. Because like I know what RDS is saying, like he shouldn't really be saying it because he can come off as being jealous. But what he said, like, bro, you do know, like, what month are we in? Can you tell me which month are we in? April. He's only scored twice, He's only scored in 2 games in 2022.
But what about all those winners and so forth in the Champions League?
But that's what Rooney said. He said, like, apart from those late winners in the Champions League in the group stage in the beginning, it hasn't worked out. And like, obviously, Rooney didn't say, but like Rooney never said it's his fault. He just said it hasn't worked out because he was asked, "Has it worked out?" Like Ronaldo coming back, and he said, "Well, obviously not, because look at them, bro. They're 7th." He never said that it's Ronaldo's fault. He just said it hasn't worked out. And how can you blame him for that, bro? You feel me?
Okay, worked out in terms of what? Winning a
hasn't
trophy,
worked out.
top 4?
No. When they brought him in, it was on the basis of they finished second last year and they were going to go challenge with Ronaldo now. And it clearly hasn't worked out. Like
No,
Rooney
no, Abdul, don't do that. Everyone, every sane Manchester United fan knows that the most important thing that Manchester United needed to sustain challenge was a defensive holding midfielder.
Yeah,
Ronaldo
but you can't tell me like in August when you got Sancho, Varane, and Ronaldo that you would be fighting for top 4, bro. You can't be telling me that.
No. A DM is you can have all the guys you want, man. But
yeah,
football is a football, bro.
Like, there's a reason why. Like, the reason why Manchester United was dead has been we're saying has been the midfield.
I know, but that's not really the point either here, because like
The
the
midfield
point
didn't change.
that I'm trying to make is
Yeah.
what Rooney said is not wrong. He never said that it's Ronaldo's fault that it didn't work
Oh yeah,
out.
of course he did. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he just said he was asked a simple question, yes or no. Has it worked out, him coming back? No, it hasn't. And like, what's the problem in that? And you know, like, it's kind of sad now because if you check Rooney's comments, bro, it's all like too jealous. Stop being jealous of the goal.
You know, one guy, bro. You know, and that's what happens when you do this type of stuff. Like, I see Rooney's next few posts right now will now be flooded by trolls and just fanboys.
You know what somebody said? He said Ronaldo's underwear greater than Rooney's career.
I mean,
okay, that's insulting, man. Come on,
that's
just.
And you know what? They might actually be right. You know,
but like, just to round off, like, one thing I will say is Rooney's job in Turkey clearly worked out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait, can I talk about this?
What? Excuse me?
No, he's right. Look at
the job
hair,
he got done at Turkey is worked out.
Oh right,
Yeah,
I
hair.
get it now. Yeah.
Remember this man was used to be bald.
Okay, wait, before I come to Zeman, another 600 before I come to Zeman. From your boy Latin Rosario, who says, "Don't let this useless discussion about Rooney versus CR7 distract you from the fact that my team is trash and my team lost to Villarreal 3-0 at the crib."
Facts, Martin. Facts.
Yeah, shout out Martin Rosario.
No shout outs. No shout out Latin Rosario. Get off the stream. Bomb. Latza, I'm watching the stream 20 seconds ahead. Thank you for that, Latza. And Latza, this is why you're not actually on this panel and be on your opinion.
I respect Latza, bro.
No respect for that guy.
Latza's the goat.
Weird. No, it's not. He's the loser of all time. David T. Thank you for that, David T. Thank you for that.
Is that a new concept? Is that a new concept? You created a new universe.
There's nothing. A hot summer's day, eating some puff and some malt man. That's.
I know. But I know. Ice Freeze says Hazard is behaving. Okay, I don't know what that image is, but I'm going to keep it moving. Ice Freezy, thank you for the dub. I'm going to keep that moving. Thank you. Naz A, thank you for the dub. Naz A. Rooney low-key seems to always throw subtle shade at Ronaldo. But either way, CR7 is mad sensitive, hence why he always responded to critics. Actually, Adios, did they get along while they were at United, or was there beef?
I don't think. Well, remember the World Cup thing? Remember?
Oh yeah. But so that blew over once they got back, and so like it was beef because the media tried to milk it for a while, but
blew over in the sense of the media sort of thing. But like, I don't think they were mates. Don't get me wrong. Like, but there are plenty of footballers that aren't mates when they play. Like, it's just it's a job, you know.
Because you know, I remember what's it called? Andy Cole and Teddy Sheringham hated each other.
Exactly, and they won a treble.
But they still won.
These guys played together. They won the champion. Just out of curiosity, when these guys played together and won, do you know the team that they played against when they won the Champions League?
Oh yeah, I know. David C. No. I'll answer. Like after this, I'll answer this one. I'll answer after this one.
Cool,
so David C says Rooney had depression. Wait, did he? No, did he have the depression?
Yeah, no, he did.
Wasn't there like a documentary?
Was that to do with the whole Colleen thing, or was it something separate?
No, I think just general, you know.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, okay, that makes sense. Sorry about that. Yeah. RR7 says Rooney hating when CR7 bigger United legend respects goals. R7 is one of the Ronaldo fanboys who posted too jealous on Rooney's Instagram page. Shout out to you, R7, bro. Abdul, the comedian, opinions with the Danish flag. Rooney was finished in 2013. HH rare W opinion #Zad.
It's still clear of Zod. Still clear of Zod.
No, but I am shocked that this guy's only 36. So wait, how old was he when he retired?
He was like 32.
Yeah, he's only been retired for 4 years. It's not been that long.
Didn't he leave Manchester at the age of 28?
He was like a player manager, dog.
No.
Do you know how crazy that is? So when Rooney was 34, was he in the MLS?
So he
34?
went from United to the
Everton.
MLS.
Everton.
Didn't he go to Everton?
Oh no! I thought he came back. I thought he came back from the MLS.
Oh,
to
okay,
Everton.
yeah. I think MLS, and then he came back for a short stint, and then I think So
Yeah.
look at what Benzema is doing right now at 34 years of age. And Benzema is only 2 years younger
Well, this
than
is the thing
Homeboy.
about the diet and stuff. Like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Rooney did drink a lot. He didn't keep his body particularly well.
And as well, Benzema, he has what's those cup massages called where on your like.
Oh yeah.
Benzema, he does a lot.
Oh
of that.
yeah. I saw on his Instagram. Yeah.
Where Rooney, he was busy entangling with grannies and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, relax. Case says CR7 destroyed Ole's counter-attacking system. So this is what people say.
That is true.
See, so, and this is the funny thing. So Ole, I really believe that Ole never wanted Cristiano.
No, they were after.
Ole never wanted
Camavinga.
Cristiano.
There was a
Cristiano.
panic buy. It was a
They
panic.
were after Camavinga, but they decided to go for CR7 because he's available. So
So you're saying that effectively Cristiano sacked Ole?
I think it'd been more than that. I think Ollie probably would have. I don't think that the decline would have been as bad, but I certainly don't think that it's just Season wasn't there. Like, let's not say that that Ollie would have been winning the Premier League or anything like that, especially with the Greenwood situation as well. So, but yeah, it's part of it, but I don't think it's the sole thing, because let's be real, a lot of goals we conceded wasn't Ronaldo tax, it was Maguire tax.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was really bad Maguire tax, not Ronaldo tax. So yeah.
Zima, talk to me.
yeah, the thing about the Rooney thing, I think what probably pissed off Cristiano Ronaldo was the fact that this guy was like throwing underhand jabs at him, because he was calling them, no, it wasn't even underhand, it was straight up forward. He was calling them childish. He said that Cristiano Ronaldo can't handle criticism. He's also said if he said what he wanted to say, that this guy Cristiano Ronaldo would run to his girl in tears.
But wasn't that in
that-
response to the Instagram post though? That was in response to his Instagram post of Too Jealous.
I think that was fake, by the way.
Yeah,
Bro, that had to be fake, bro. But I think Bleach reported that. Somebody say,
No,
there's no way Rooney would have said that.
No, he wouldn't.
He wrote to his
No.
girlfriend. Nah, that's cap. That's cap.
No, yeah, but this whole beef thing, man. This guy is all about being professional. This guy, Cristiano Ronaldo. Even before this Rooney thing, he was talking about how certain players don't have any professional. They don't have respect for other players around them in the locker room, and then you go off to write Too Jealous in a post because Rooney criticized you. I think that's just like, why would you do that? There is no need to do that. But at the same time, I feel like this beef, this is something that's been going on for a while, man. This isn't like this. Even when he apologized, which seemed like an apology statement, like he's taking it back. Like when he was talking about how Cristiano Ronaldo is this incredible player.
Oh yeah. That they had the message.
Guys, imagine Rooney responded by saying like, "At least I can step foot in the U.S."
No, don't.
No.
No.
He wouldn't do that, because then he would get attacked by Cristiano Ronaldo fanboys. But my thing is like this whole incident, man. It's just like, I don't listen. I think Cristiano Ronaldo didn't need to respond. I just don't get him responding at all. Even if he didn't like him, this is another dude that you clearly have a better career than, which just shows you this guy really cares about his image a lot.
Yeah.
Like, he really cares about it, and it's that, you could say it's that ego that got him where he is at right now, considering that not that much people rate his talent, but he's still doing it at his age. But at the same time, if like it seems like he can't handle criticism. It seems
But
he gets them when it's someone close to him.
But you see that's the key thing, and this is almost like an adage of life. if you really are talented, you don't need to say anything.
But
But
yeah.
if
But
you
remember,
question how talented you are, then you are truly insecure and you feel you need to remind people that you're talented. And if people say that you're not, you feel a need to react.
But
Have
remember,
you noticed
guys,
how
this
ever
isn't
since he's
Wait, hold on. Artist and then
I'm just saying,
Abdul,
remember,
Artist.
guys, like the way we're speaking, like this is not like this is not Cristiano Ronaldo on his phone sending an Instagram post. This is the PR team. These are people that are obviously responding to these things. So like, it's not like Ronaldo.
But
How do you know that?
Artist-
they can't do that independently.
No.
They'd have to go through him.
Artist, the only thing I would say about that is the fact that this guy wrote factos last time when they were talking about Ballon d'Or winners. I remember that that being a trend, and it happens again, and he writes too jealous. I mean, I feel like this guy is more involved than we give him to, because I feel like he's more involved.
I think football fans. I'm not saying that he's not involved, but I do think football fans think the players are more involved than they are, more so. So I think when we see tweets and things of players, we're like, oh, Rashford must have tweeted that, or oh, this person really feels that, and it's like, no, these players have like organizations, companies behind them that see trends, that want to protect their asset, their brand.
But RDS, like there is no way they could do that without consulting.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is it's not like Ronaldo was like went into this in-depth. He might have been like, okay, yeah, do whatever. It's not like a sort of like he felt, you know what, I want to get back at Wayne Rooney. Do this.
No, but
it's
RDS,
more like a.
I don't know, man.
No,
I mean,
RDS, I would understand if this is the first time round, but it's not. It's not the first time. So the fact that it's more than once, like the first time, okay, maybe you let it slide, or whatever. But like when it comes in a common occurrence, it's just like, all right, something's clearly wrong here.
No. My thing is this. My thing is, it is such a specific comment for a PR firm to put out.
Yeah, but this
because see, that comment seems particularly personal.
I'll tell you.
But these people are working with. It's not like he's like it's. These players, right? That they are managed as brands 24/7. It's not like they're hiring some random offshore company somewhere with people that they don't know that's getting them to just do additional tweets.
Yeah,
wait. So hold on. No. Okay, Artist. Okay,
no. Wouldn't do that, bro. Like a professional.
No. Wait. Hold up. Wait. Okay, Artist. How do you think this came about? Just talk me through the process of how you think that Instagram post was put out. What do you think happened? Talk me through the process.
I think probably what happened. And also, someone mentioned it in the chat. Like he did speak about Rio Ferdinand and others as well, which was some interesting comments there. But no one obviously wants to focus on that. What probably happened is that one of his PR team, saw what or heard of what Rooney said. I don't think it was Ronaldo was like watching TV and was like, crap, Rooney. I think someone saw what Rooney said and was like, wait a minute, that's not great. Prepared something, and then they had a conversation and was like, well, we need to protect the brand, as it were. We need to say something. We need to sort of show that CR7 is CR7, whatever.
But RDS.
No, hold on. Okay, so at no point did they consult Cristiano.
So do you guys generally think that Ronaldo was watching TV and was like, guys, put out a tweet?
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Artist, two things happened. These are two things happened. One thing, he was watching and he typed. That's one thing, which I think, okay, probably not. The second thing, which I think is what happened, is the PR team saw that. They prepared what they thought the most viral response would be, that would be very catchy.
Yes.
Then they consulted him and said, hey, Cristiano, this is what's really said about you. And this is what I'm going to put in response.
PR team can't spell? Are you telling me these PR team can't spell?
That is exactly what happened, HH. I agree with what you said.
Wait, that's true though.
So hold on.
They don't have to spell too jealous.
Wait, can I go on this, HH?
It's definitely Ronaldo.
Okay, sorry. Ricardo, talk to me.
All right, so I will agree with Abdul in the sense that I don't think anything Rooney said was wrong. Like, he was brought on the show to talk about something about his former club. He's entitled to his opinion, right? Now, maybe Rooney isn't the most, credible person given his relationship with Ronaldo, and maybe perhaps how some people may feel about Rooney at Manchester. However, Rooney did say, I mean, and something we often say in this hangout, that like pretty much apart from the goals, the other stuff, it hasn't worked out. And we often say in this, hangouts, that we don't really expect Ronaldo to play a great game. We just expect him to score the goals. Now, while he's done that, that doesn't necessarily mean that things have worked out. Because I mean, I understand what RDS is saying, that they were meant to bring in a DM, and which I would agree that was far more necessary than bringing back Ronaldo. However, we can also not be revisionist here. And when Ronaldo was signed along with Sancho and Varane, there was actually a lot more expectations in the position they are in now. Now, I'm not saying they should have won the Premier League, but they should have definitely been somewhat in the title race. Maybe they would have been out of it by now, but at least a push. They have made no significant push outside of maybe like the first 4 match days when they were on top of the table with 10 points. But I mean, other than that, so I don't think Rooney is wrong for saying he did. Now, Ronaldo, on the other hand, this is my thing. If this was a first time thing with Ronaldo, like, I would completely get it. And maybe if throughout the course of his career, he definitely has been heavily criticized. So maybe he just, he put on his Kevin Durant hat and he's like, you know what, I'm going to give these guys a smoke. Now, saying too jealous, it really made no sense, because I think he was also referring to Jamie Carragher as well.
Carragher, yes, that was Carragher. So that was with the two, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but for Ronaldo's sense, it's like, it wasn't just long ago that you did that thing regarding Messi on a CR7 fanboy account, which in my opinion, which is significantly worse than this, but. Because I just don't get Ronaldo in the sense, and this is what Rooney said in his follow-up, that like 99.9% of footballers would be jealous of Ronaldo and his career success, and so were the fans, right? And this is what I'm saying with Ronaldo. I'm like, Ronaldo is literally, he has in a sense the perfect lifestyle. Came from hardship, went to the very top. Yeah, perhaps maybe the fact that most people view Messi as a superior footballer really digs under his soul. But Ronaldo, it's like, you have one of the greatest legacies of all time, and you resort to such pettiness. And it doesn't surprise me, because there's many video evidence and evidence in social media that suggests that there is a strong dislike between your family and Lionel Messi's family. And you can't handle.
Come on, guys. Are we really?
No, but it's true, because
Are we really? No, but come on.
RDS.
Are we really?
RDS. Do you think it's a coincidence,
Ricardo? Ricardo, I just ask a question. Do you think, with this whole thing, I'm asking, do people legit think that Ronaldo, with this whole thing, sat on a TV?
That's not the
point.
Watch
Rooney make those comments.
RDS, that's not the point. The point is that even if he didn't physically sit there, while looking at Georgina and wrote it himself, the fact is that this had to be a clear, because what does Ronaldo gain from garnering this level of attention when he's already the most popular person on earth and he's talked about 24/7? Now, what I'm saying is that with Rooney, he specifically
there's no such thing as negative attention, but go on.
When you're that big, it doesn't really matter. It's like,
but regardless, you're still being talked about. You're still relevant.
But Ronaldo does not need that. But my point is that Rooney purposely said bar Lionel Messi, because Rooney knows what he's doing. He's a sick man. He knows what he's doing.
No. He knows that we're digging him. So wait, guys, let's move, because we need to do City Liverpool before we get out here. But let me just hit some of these dubs with that. Then we'll round off, man. So wait, hold on.
Nasa, you need to relax, man.
Casey says that Tammy, Cho, RLC, Mount, all championship level. I agree with Mounts.
I disagree with Cho.
I disagree.
Carbon, man.
I disagree with Cho, Tammy.
Mount is clear of Pedri. Can we agree on that?
Wait, Mount is what?
Mount is clear of Pedri.
Oh my
Mount
god.
is trash. Mount is utter trash, bro.
HH, why do you guys have a law in front of Cobham, your youth academy? I don't understand. You guys aren't from Spain, so why would you have that?
Trying to be like, wow,
Yeah, they have no technique. bro. They're
J
trying to
Chokin. Reminder that Zad was the best player at World Cup 2018. Thank you for that, J Chokin. Thank you for reminding people.
my goal, yeah.
Thank you for reminding that. QC8 says, you don't think CR7 uses Insta? He cares, which is okay. RDS, I can see Cristiano typing on Insta.
No, guys, come on, man. Like,
RDS, I can see it. I can see him say like, what?
But wait.
Jealous.
RDS, you're telling a professional team, like professional, they don't know how to spell too jealous.
No. They're trying to be clever because it's like it's
I
basically they're trying to make it catchy.
I agree with HH's last segment. That's what when you said the bit about the Ghana attention likes and stuff like the PR media thing. I agree with that's probably what
and then they'll say, "Yo, Cristiano, we're going to put this out there. And what do you think of this thing? This I think this will go viral and so forth." Chris, cool.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think happened.
Which is, I think, that's probably what the thing that most likely happened. Yeah, probably most likely. Abdul again says Rooney is scripted as F. Man was reading off his screen. Says who? Based on what? Based on what, bro?
I mean, Abdul just said it.
Yeah,
so Abdul is a CR fan.
He's my girl, bro. Shout out.
Josh Byrne says Ronaldo transfer is the fans' fault. Dudes were intense thinking he was going to City. Josh, do you mean this dude?
Yes.
Do you mean this dude? I think he references dude.
Allow now.
Latza.
Wow, that's the closest they've ever gone to UCL, Nasa.
No. It's
Z-Man, what did I do to you, Z-Man?
No. But because let's be real, like
the club is finished, man.
You see, United fans don't see. You can't turn around and say, "Oh no, Cristiano was a bad thing." When people were twerk, I cannot remember one United fan who was not doing backflips when Cristiano joined.
RDS told me they were gonna win the treble, bro.
No, Yasser.
Bro.
I'm being more sensible. Like we were not gonna do anything without the DM and obviously Ronaldo and stuff. So
wait, Aris, are you sure you didn't say treble?
No.
He did say treble.
No, it was Yasser.
I have the clip, but I don't want to say.
What I would say in one context is to be fair, and this is why people need to put something into context is that, in fairness to Ronaldo, Manchester United practically have not had any other forwards. So who would actually be scoring the goals? Because Rashford. Hold up for a second. First and foremost, Rashford was injured, had his surgery. So he was injured for like the first 2 months of the season. Cavani was in and out of injury, so he wasn't there. So you only had Martial, who issues. Enough said. Let's not go into him. You had basically Greenwood and Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Greenwood, obviously, for the rest of the season, enough said. So really, this entire season, Ronaldo has only been Manchester United's most consistent available striker. If we didn't have Cristiano Ronaldo,
wait, you missed out 80 million Sancho. What happened to him?
Abdul, you're obsessed with Sancho. No.
Sancho's not a striker. Come on.
Wait. On that point, let's move on. Let's move. So guys, it's the big one, man. Guys, it's the big one. So, look, man. Here's the thing right here, man.
The biggest rival.
Quadruple season.
Hold up. See, here's the thing. This is very simple. And I'm going to say this right. It's just very simple. Liverpool have to win. If Liverpool don't win this game, Man City will be EPL champions. That is not an opinion. That is a scientific fact.
That's the hope.
So there is nothing. So that's just where we're at with it. So, and my thing here is that, look, I feel like, now let's be clear, because I want us to actually discuss about how this rivalry sort of compares to other rivalries and so forth. Because for me, I say this, that like this is a very amicable rivalry. This isn't Fergie, sort of Benitez to a somewhat of an extent. This ain't Mourinho Pep. Hell no. Like Mourinho Pep was. This is Mourinho freaking Wenger. That this is a thing where both guys respect each other. But I do feel that Liverpool's attack can pose a serious threat to City. And if Klopp gets the attack right and the lineup right, that could be the real difference of them pretty much saying what's up and actually winning this game, which I think it's going to be close. It's going to be real close. But I'll be real with you right now. I still feel City have the edge. And I think that for Pep, let's keep it real. Pep never plays for a draw. City are going to go out to win. And I think from Pep's viewpoint, what Pep will tell his City guys is, if we beat these guys, it's over. Because we now extend the gap between ourselves and homeboys to 4 points. And we have a much easier running than them. We beat Liverpool, we are the EPL winners. Simple as that. So where Liverpool are concerned, it's very simple for them. Now here's the thing though, even if Liverpool win, they still have a tricky run-in. But I think Liverpool will want it to be a case where it's in our hands. Because for Liverpool, if Liverpool win all of their games, they win the Premier League. And Klopp becomes an even bigger legend of handing Liverpool their only 2 EPL titles. So a legacy is on the line for your boy Klopp.
Wait, wait. So you're telling me they didn't have any league EPL titles before Klopp?
Relax. Yes. Well, I'm telling you
wait, but the EPL has been around for like 30 years. So you're telling me no league titles in 30 years?
I am telling you that, Abdul. That is completely right now. Abdul,
and they call themselves a big club.
Let me finish my sermon. Abdul, let me finish my sermon. I'll give you the mic. So, here's where I'm with it with regards to how I think this is going to go. I think we're going to build up. I think it's going to be. I feel that this is definitely going to be a much more exciting game than the first one. And I think that's because in that first game at Anfield, it was still early in the season. I didn't see where the chips lay. This, I feel, is going to be an even much more intense game because of what City know Liverpool need. Because Klopp and Liverpool know that we need to win. A draw isn't good enough. We need to win. Pep, with his philosophy, he knows that a draw is cool, but if we beat them, not only can we mathematically say what's up, but from a psychological point of view, that would be a massive boost of also beating our direct rivals and extending the gap. So what you're going to see are both teams desperately going out for the win. It's going to be key. Now, how I think this is going to go. Personally, for me, I've been thinking back and forth, and I've settled with 2-2. I just feel that they will cancel each other out. I don't think that Liverpool will have enough to put away Man City. I think City will definitely stand firm, especially if Foden starts. And I think that Liverpool will be so prepared and so desperate for that W that I don't think City will have enough to beat them. So I think all in all, when you just look at both chips, I think it will be a draw. Personally for me. So I think it's actually going to be 2-2. Now, here's the thing. Here's a little caveat here. If Liverpool win this game, because remember, City have never lost the lead with Pep when they've had the lead. But if Liverpool somehow win this game, I wouldn't 100% give it to them, but I would give it to them 90% because Liverpool still have some tricky fixtures to put away. But I think from a psychological, mental point of view, if they were to beat Man City, Liverpool would have one firm hand on that trophy. And I think that, here's the thing, if they win it, I think it's going to put so much pressure on City. I think City may actually continue to falter and drop even much more points based on the mental blow that it will have on them for Liverpool winning. So a dub for Liverpool will be key, but I just believe that it's going to be a draw. And with it being a draw, because of how easy City's remaining fixtures are, City will win the league. So for Liverpool, I'll stress this to you again, 100%. If you want to win the Premier League, you have to beat Pep and City at the freaking Etihad. All right, guys, man. Now I don't even know why this guy is here, but he's here, so it is what it is. Natsa, talk to me, man. Natsa.
Yo, do you hear me?
Yo, shout out Natsa, man.
Yeah, shout out Abdul, man. Abdul, shout out, man.
Love the mic, Natsa. It's great, man.
Is a nice mic.
It's working, man. It's
Yeah,
good.
man, it's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
longer
yeah.
paper
It's
cups and
it's
strings, bro.
it's crap.
Yeah.
I can hardly hear you, man.
Hey, Jake, I like how you changed your tone with Foden, by the way, because I remember you said Mount Kilimanjaro was better than him at one point.
Nasa,
that's
can
true.
you kindly
Speak
talk
on it,
about this
Nasa.
game,
Speak
please?
on it.
Yeah, I can speak on this game, don't worry. You guys are overlooking. I mean, you're overcomplicating the fixtures that Liverpool have. They have Everton at home, they have United at home, and then they have Tottenham at home.
United at home is tough, bro.
Bro.
What do you mean? Too jealous is gonna be.
No,
They beat them 5-0 in the
Nasa.
reverse leg.
But Nasa, you have to
Yeah,
admit,
bro.
City have an easier running.
No, we don't. On paper, it looks like that, but Liverpool. If you look at all except for the Liverpool, Tottenham, and what's it called again? Who was again? United. All the other fixtures are easy, man. And Liverpool never lose at home. They might not win every time, but they never lose. So that's we have to keep that as a factor. And we all know, like, this game, the pressure is on City because we're the ones that have bottled this lead. Like, the pressure's not on Klopp. All he has to do is right now say, like, you guys have made it all this way. You've caught them. Like, we have nothing to lose. They literally have zero to lose. It's the same thing when we caught up with Liverpool in the 2018, 2019 season. So mentally, from the mental perspective, I would rather be Liverpool than be City. Although we are leading, but we recently we're the ones that
has Pep ever bottled a league lead?
There's a first time for everything. And by the way, this is a part of the season where everything goes wrong for me anyway. So I'm ready for the because it's always happy and rosy in the beginning of the season with Pep, but the end of the season.
But be real. Don't give me any of the reverse jinx crap. Do you really believe Liverpool
No,
beats Man City at Etihad?
I'm being as real as 6 crack addicts, AJ.
So what score is? Okay, so you say Liverpool are going to beat Man City on Sunday?
Yes,
at the Etihad.
Yes. They'll beat us 3-1.
You're such a loser.
No, I promise you, I'm not reverse jinxing. This is real feelings right now. This is real feelings.
You don't even know how to use the reverse jinx anyway. But
no, I'm not even reverse jinxing.
Can I speak on my team, AJ?
No. Actually, I don't know. I want to come to Suleiman. He hasn't spoken yet. Suleiman, talk to me.
AJ, real quick. Could you click on Martin Rosario's comment? It's very insightful about this game. No, come on.
Suleiman, continue. No, Suleiman.
It's very insightful, bro. Like,
Suleiman, I've given you the mic to talk.
Okay.
Talk. Give me the mic to talk. Talk to me.
No, I think this is going to be an exciting game. Who's going to win this game? I feel like it's going to be City and Pep, man. I think with all
you think City will win?
Yeah, I think City will win. 100%. It's not going to be easy because, we all know how good Liverpool are, but I think.
Oh, the super chat. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I think with Pep, to be honest, I don't want to see him win 4 out of 5 Premier Leagues. Like, I hope City don't win, and if they win, obviously, I think most likely they'll go on to win the title. So, at the end of the day, I'm gonna go with a 3-1 City win, man.
God damn.
No, because I feel like Liverpool, they're meant for like cups, the Champions League. Because I think Abdul and you mentioned it, like 1 Premier League in 30 years. I just don't think they're meant for this Premier League, man. It's because how many points were they behind? Like midway through the season when City were how many points ahead? It was I
think it was
12?
double figures.
Yeah, it was double figures.
But there was a game in hand though. So
yeah. So I think they'll fall short. So yeah.
So would you start Salah?
Yeah, you have to, HH. I think if Klopp doesn't start Salah, I think it'll be a huge statement, and I don't think it's worth the risk, no matter how bad he's playing right now, because when you're that type of player, you can be playing so badly, but you just need one moment to show up. You know what I mean? And to be honest, he did play well in this reverse fixture where he he adopted American Laporte.
But how many months? That's a long time.
Yeah,
and that was pre-AFCON, pre-World Cup qualifier.
Do you think the AFCON and the World Cup qualifiers, it's had that much of an impact where he's not even fit enough to start? Like, not even. No.
I'm talking from a mental point of view. I just feel that those back-to-back L's is so impossible. He's only human. You're the captain of Egypt, you're the face of Egypt, and so forth. And especially missing a penalty in that World Cup qualifier, he's only human. There is no way that could not have somewhat of an effect on him. So.
But like, I mean, Jota, I don't think he's like as good on the right hand side. I don't think.
See, and
I don't
that's
think
the issue.
Yeah,
there's no
so,
alternative.
yeah.
Abdul.
HH, like I've noticed that there's actually some Liverpool fans in the chat that really dislike me.
That dislike me.
That dislike me.
Because you're a City fan, Abdul.
No, it's because I mentioned the truth. They don't like to hear the truth.
And you're a City fan.
Like there's like a Josh Byrne. He threatened to burn my house down.
Oh damn!
And the Emperor.
But actually, is it true that he's never beaten Pep at the Etihad?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, in the Champions League,
no, EPL. I think this is just in the EPL.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah, so HH, even that 2-2, that 2-2 in October.
City should have won.
Yeah, City should have. City were the better team.
Yeah,
and
they were.
That was pre-Mo Santa celebrating Christmas, because I don't really buy into this whole Salah's tired from the AFCON. Like, his form has dipped ever since he celebrated Christmas. So, one thing I will say is we need to start our generational golden boy, Philip. I don't call him Phil Foden, HH, because I feel like that's disrespectful. Sir Philip Foden.
He's called the Ford. It's called the Ford.
No, don't give him no nicknames, please. Don't give him no nicknames.
Relax. The Ford. He's the Ford.
Actually, it's Sir Felipe Ford.
Excuse me? Abdul, never give any nicknames, please. Never.
Wait, Abdul, who's better, Foden or Pedri?
Man, that's disrespectful to Sir Felipe Foden.
Look, Abdul, look. So are you saying that City beat them on Sunday? I'm saying 2-2. I think they cancel each other out, unless there's a sending off or so forth and everything.
I think we're gonna burn Josh's house down, HH. I think we're gonna demolish them. It's not even gonna be close. HH, I'm gonna be honest here, because we always keep it real on this channel. We say not what people want to, what people want to hear. We say what they need to hear.
Abdul, stop it.
So HH, honestly, I think, like, let's be honest here. This isn't the best City side of the last 4 years, and neither is it the best Liverpool side of the last 4 years. I think Liverpool 18-19 and City 18-19 they were better than this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I think honestly, like, Liverpool, they haven't been impressing me lately, and neither have City actually. Like, Liverpool,
yeah, both of them haven't been so great.
But haven't been that great. So,
but Liverpool have some serious firepower, and I think you know what I'll say. You're right. But Luis Diaz is a secret weapon.
I was gonna say,
Luis Diaz. But HH, I don't know if he's gonna start him actually.
That's the key thing. If he drops Salah and starts Diaz, Jota,
no. But listen to what Suleiman just said. Okay, if he drops Salah, who can play on the right? Nobody else can play on the right.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone only plays
HH, I think we're finished if Cancelo plays right back against Diaz. Diaz, yeah. Like, we need Walker to start this game. Like, 100%.
So you'd go for Walker over Cancelo, even though we know what Cancelo can bring you in attack.
Yeah, but
because remember,
I'll play him left
Pep
back.
See, Pep is not going to go for a draw. Pep is going to try and go for the win. He's not going to go for a draw.
This is true.
I mean, he's never went for a draw in his life, so that's why he's bought so many CLs. So like,
Abdul, back to you.
Yeah, I want to keep it short. I just want to say, I think we're gonna win.
Wait, Abdul, wait. What do you do? There's someone called Panos in something who is just spamming Abdul is a what?
Yeah, I know how to get on the nerves of
it was. It's crazy. Okay, continue, man. Continue.
Man, but if free speech, right? Democracy.
I don't know about that, bro.
I mean, there's no.
Yeah, man. So I'm just gonna give my prediction. I think we're gonna win comfortably. 3-0.
Before I come to your boy Ricardo, let me just hit this.
Salah, please win CL so we can get Drogba out.
RDS, I can read. RDS, I
No,
can
no,
Are we
read.
sure about that?
Drogba is already
just in
out of
case
here.
you didn't-
RDS, I can read.
Are we
Just
sure
in case
about
you
that?
didn't, man. You know.
Okay, so from last result, it says that Salah, please win the CL, even though you can't surpass what Drogba did in 2012 against Bayern in their own house.
H, why do you always
Interesting.
read essays, man? Where
Interesting.
are these essays coming from?
Interesting.
Essay time.
Thanks for the dub there, Larson. Thank you for the kind words about Drogba. Thank you. I feel guys sense that. Ricardo, talk to me.
I think this is gonna be an absolutely fantastic game. I just hope it's like a good game doesn't have any controversy. You know, just a good competitive match over 90 minutes. But I think the fact that Liverpool have never beaten Man City at the Etihad is a bit concerning in my opinion.
Yes.
Now, because then in a sense you kind of have to pretty much favor Man City. However, I mean, there's a first time for everything, right?
Yeah, just like how they said Chelsea never beat Madrid. It was broken, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I mean, you never know.
That's a true point. That's a true point.
And I think if there's any point in the season to beat Man City, it would probably be right now with Ruben Diaz out, with the players that they brought in the winter. Pretty much Luis Diaz, who has been probably the best winter signing out of any club, really.
Oh, for sure, easily.
At least amongst the top clubs. Salah, this is a good opportunity for him to bounce back, but I don't know if he will. It's gonna be a great game. At least I hope. I think though, I have a gut feeling it's gonna be a tie. I think it'll be like a 2-2. But
That's like 2-2. I just feel 2-2 again. I'm feeling a 2-2.
But I do feel that Liverpool can win 2-1. I just feel like this can't be the way the league ends, you know, unless maybe a weird mix of events happens after this game. But I don't know.
I like how you're thinking, because my thing though is, if it's 2-2, if it's a draw or City win, then the league is over. Like those games, City can easily win those games. So I think if it's going to be exciting, Liverpool have to win. And then maybe Liverpool drop a point here, City drop another point here, and there's maybe a lot more.
Hey, Judge, what if we get circumcised?
Then you get circumcised.
Do you know what's concerning about City though?
Well, how likely is that to happen?
That's unlikely.
I mean, Hatred, you will have a field day with that one. You'll make the 5-hour stream.
No, I just think that like. I just think that this game does not define the season. I think there's going to be something. I don't know. Maybe it won't. But...
No. I mean, put it this way: if Liverpool win, the season isn't over. If City win or it's a draw, Ricardo, when you look at City's fixtures, they're not going to mess it up.
If City win, I think it's fair to say it's over. But I don't.
But is Ruben Diaz a fit?
No, he's not available.
But that's not. I mean, let's be real. City are going to keep the ball.
No, but HH is Liverpool possession. No, don't do that. No. Liverpool always have 50-50 possession.
But HH, I mean, Atletico had transition.
We never dominate Liverpool possession.
Yeah, no. But put it this way. You see, people
even last season when we won 4-1,
people always read too much of like, oh my gosh, we're missing this defender, and we're going to be screwed. And whenever people always say that, whenever we see the game, it never really plays out like that. I believe City will have more possession and will control the ball. So the key thing for Liverpool right now is, this is why it goes back to the whole Salah thing. I think Salah is going through a serious issue, because let's be real right now. If this is a situation where Salah misses like 2 great opportunities and City either win or draw,
he never misses against us, HH. He never misses against us.
No, he's off form, bro.
Okay, so Nasser is on a reverse jinx.
Yeah,
but HH,
can I talk about it?
Okay, I'll come to Zeman, then I'll come to RDS. Zeman, and then RDS.
Like if Salah dives again and wins like a penalty, can we have can you do like a head-to-head video with Salah and Sterling? Like,
hey, can you make a poll, by the way? Can you make the poll on who's going to win?
No. Okay. Actually, I will. Okay, Zima, talk to me. Zima, talk to me.
No, like everyone said, I think this game's going to be close. If anything, I think Man City is going to try to exploit that space that Trent leaves. If anything, I feel like the majority of players are going to come towards the flank area, and that's where individualism matters. Because I don't know what player. I know Diaz is incredible on the flank, but I just feel like at times even though he's on good form, sometimes he doesn't necessarily make the right decisions. I feel like at times he overthinks it. And Salah's on form. So if anything, you guys have a better attack, and not to mention, if we're just looking at Liverpool, they're not going to sit back. So you guys are going to have space. You guys don't have to worry about we need a striker in order to break down this team. If anything, man, and not to mention your track record. Even though you can't really go by track records, because man, records are meant to be broken. I just feel like if anything, this game it just feels like it's written with Man City winning it. But again, even though people are looking at the fixtures,
based on what? So you say it's written City running based on what? It's written for City to win.
No, I just think it's written for City to win just based on the fact that Salah's out and this guy is crucial, and the fact that he's off form and he's coming into this game and he has to start just based on the amount of credit he has for the team. And then can you rely on this is the point where can you rely on Diaz? Now it depends on the midfield. I think if Liverpool are going to win it, it's the midfield. They're gonna have to really put in work in order to stop the space that Man City just seemed to create with the likes of Foden, with the likes of Silva, with the likes of Mahrez. And I just feel like if anything, it seems like this type of game would favor someone like Man City. Not to mention their track record, but again, you can't solely go by the track record. And to be honest with you, in terms of which one which two teams have the worst calendar of games coming up, I just feel like if anything, it would probably be Man City, because they have games that they should be winning. And Man City seem to struggle with teams that they should be winning against. I think you guys have Watford.
But let's be real. Pep has never lost when he's been in the lead in coming into the new year. And if they come through this game, either with a draw or a win, I think City will be extra laser focused in ensuring that they do what they need to do to win those games. I just think it's highly unlikely with so few games to go to the rest of the season, winnable games, knowing that you've now dealt with Liverpool, that they are complacent and they drop points. It's highly unlikely.
Yeah. But the fixtures are too close to each other, man. I can see an upset happening.
Let me come to Ardias. Ardias, talk to me.
Oh, who do I think is going to win?
Yeah, I mean, okay. First of all, what do you think is going to happen? And let's say if City win or it's a draw, is it over? Based on City's fixtures, Liverpool's fixtures.
If you're right. So Liverpool's fixtures are harder than City's fixtures because Liverpool have to play. They have to play Arsenal. They have to play Spurs, and also have to play City now. So those I think are the key difficult fixtures, to be honest. And I think on top of that, both of those teams are teams that I think they also have to play Everton as well, if I recall.
Yeah, Everton.
All three of those teams, two of those teams obviously they have something to play for top four, and then one of those teams is obviously fighting for their very life.
Everton, really, Everton?
No, but the point is, it's the nature of the game.
When was the last time Everton beat Liverpool at home, like at their ground?
Are they playing at the Anfield or to?
Yes,
Anfield.
Even still, they haven't beat them, but they could get a draw. It's not about winning. It's about they can nick a draw potentially. So and. When you're fighting for something, i.e. relegation, top four, something, it does make it harder than...
Sorry, but look at this. So, City, Brighton at home, Watford at home, Leeds away, Newcastle at home. Okay, West Ham away could be a bit tricky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Villa at home. The only tricky game is West Ham away. That's the only tricky game.
To be fair, Newcastle, they are a bogey team for City at times as well, so they often tend to drop points in Newcastle, so... but yeah, Newcastle and West Ham are probably the only two teams I'd say.
What about Aston Villa?
Last
game of the season.
Not a shut up.
Gerard, narrative. Continue.
Look, Ardias, talk over this dude, man, please.
No, but everyone gets just that Liverpool have a certainly hard time, which is why I think if Liverpool somehow do win this, it certainly has to be talked about as one of the greatest wins because they've been able to get through all those teams and overturn a deficit given Pep's situation. As for this game, I personally think it's going to be a draw because I think they're going to approach it in quite a cautious manner, as they have done in recent fixtures as well. I don't know. I know that Salah has to play on the right wing, but I just feel this dude needs to rest. He needs to rest. They've got to somehow
make for this game though.
Sorry.
I don't think you could rest him for this game. It's just like you're already going into it. He should have gone and rest, but I just feel like he's going to start just based on credibility. Because
Well, this is what I'm saying. Yes, this is the problem with when you play credibility over form. Salah's form has not been good, so you're going to sort of risk that going into a derby when you have more informed players, like obviously.
yeah. But there's also a case of who you're going to replace him with. You can't. You don't really have any.
But also that's also as well. Like now, I don't know how much this will be, but like there's the whole contract thing as well. So how much is that playing on his mind as well?
Exactly, that's another thing as well. So with so these are the things. But I mean, what I would say though is that like Liverpool's defense and midfield are very, very balanced. They don't particularly have any injuries, so I think this is going to be. I think if any team is going to win slightly, I think it's probably going to be Liverpool. Although I expect a draw, but the Liverpool's fixtures are tough, man. They are going to drop points, and I just can't see City dropping that many points aside from maybe West Ham, maybe Newcastle on a good day, because they have done that in the past. That's about it, really. It's funny because I think isn't it next week? It's the FA Cup semi-final.
Yeah, FA Cup semis.
And there's a very good chance that these guys play each other in the UCL final. So trebles on the line here. They're trebles that are literally on the line here. So
no, but
Chelsea
but you know what's so funny?
Well,
Suleiman,
you
relax.
mentioned Chelsea in the
Suleiman,
trebles,
relax.
man.
Yeah,
But you know what's so funny? People are so focused on Liverpool's quadruple. People forget that City can actually win an actual legit treble.
They already won a treble. Did they not?
No, an actual treble.
Yeah, Zeman, even I don't claim that.
No,
Yeah,
the domestic treble,
that
man.
domestic treble it doesn't count. No, so because like City could
What
very
about
easily win a treble.
have
No,
Chelsea
to be
won a
fair,
treble?
to
Have
be
Chelsea
fair,
won it?
Yeah, we have.
Wait, so
No,
what Zimmer was saying?
to be fair, look at
No,
the
actually, also my
points
question.
that Man City look at the points that Man City have dropped. They haven't dropped it against top tier teams. If you want to include Spurs in that, but they've dropped points against the likes of I believe Southampton and Crystal Palace. So to say that their next fixtures are going to be easy, if teams stay compact, they could end up losing points. It's like say that fixtures are going to determine who's going to win the league.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
To be fair though, Palace and Southampton are the type of teams that most of the top tier teams would drop points against though. That's the thing. So if you're going to drop, like we saw with Arsenal getting lubricate, no one expected to be able to lubricate Arsenal then. Even Chelsea, I think, recently dropped points against Southampton. I think Southampton.
Yeah, but that's Chelsea. It's like Chelsea.
What's that supposed to
Ricardo, excuse me.
Yeah,
Ricardo was that?
Oh no, it's a bum club. That's why Hazard wants to go back.
Easy. Respect my club.
Ricardo, what?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
He deserves a yellow card.
Wait, hold on, wait. Let me bring this. So your boy Lasse Lazara says, Natsa, don't worry, y'all are winning.
Sean Martin's already like.
So Natsa, you should be confident.
Martin,
I mean, Martin says that you're winning, so surely you should be confident.
I'm not confident.
Was he Martin now, not Latin? That's
Latin. No, it's Martin. That's Martin.
That's how you know
Daddy
he
Oos.
changes real colours, man.
C.R. Kelly clowns better leave my boy Abdul alone. So Abdul, are you friends with Daddy Oos?
Daddy Oos and me, we link up and chill every.
Who is this dude? What does he do?
You what? You link up and chill?
Yeah, we link up on Netflix and chill.
Abdul the comedian.
You know it's still Ramadan.
No. Abdul the comedian.
You know it's still
opinions.
Ramadan.
Abdul.
That's haram.
So I would say congratulations to Liverpool FC winning the quad. So obviously this is I think this is a jinx. This is empty. This is empty.
No, actually, I don't think it's empty because it's Canadian.
No.
So who is this?
I don't know, but whoever it is, he's a real gangster, bro. He's a
I think that might be Barry's burner.
We were talking. So Adashri says, Keita Fab Thiago or Hendo Fab Thiago.
Keita has to start. He has to start. He's on great form. It makes no sense for him not to start.
I would do Keita Fab Thiago. I would, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
but the thing is,
Bro, I'd rather not face Hendo.
And
No,
then
no,
bring
no,
Those are
Hendo on.
freaking-
No, to be
no,
fair,
Like Trent will be exposed.
But how
Yeah, to be
effective is
fair,
Hendo now compared to
It's
before?
not. It's not about that. It's about roles. Like Hendo is gonna probably cover Trent's
Yeah, bro. Like,
space. So
Yeah. Also, don't forget
that
the
could be
leadership.
crucial.
The leadership.
No, no,
Keita-
but remember,
Keita's
like, see, the thing that they have to win. So Liverpool have to go with a lineup where obviously you want to stop and restrict City, but you have to go with what is the most likely lineup to cause as much damage to City as possible to
forget.
break their the midfield and to
HH.
get them to attack as
we need to
possible.
put respect on Henderson's name, man. He's a bigger legend than Steven Gerrard, man. He won his club.
No.
So yeah, so
Hendo
just
is that, but let's be like
respect him.
Hendo is Brexit, bro. Like Hendo ain't no PLO. So like he's. I mean,
You said
he
respect him, and
represents
then you
Brexit.
call him Brexit.
It's a term of endearment. It's a term of endearment. No, but look, see, here's my thing. Look, I said it from the very start. That City are going to win this. That City are league winners. They're going to win this league. But let me put this. I think RDS going to win the point. RDS made the point.
as well. But
RDS made the point. Now, if Liverpool win this league, I think that would be an absolutely incredible achievement. Absolutely incredible. But be clear here, guys. I don't know why you can't win the quadruple. It's impossible. You cannot win the quad. So Liverpool sacrifice a freaking trophy, bro.
If this happens, you do know that Manchester United are finished, right? Like if Liverpool end up winning the quad, they would have done their 1990s. They would have caught up to their
Ziman, have you seen the league table recently, bro?
Man, they're finished already.
No. I'm talking about historically, man.
Now Chelsea on the title race still.
Yeah.
Yeah, relax. Chelsea will do it, man.
Did you hear that?
I mean, City and Liverpool.
Wait, guys, hold up, guys. Let me just say this right now before. If Chelsea lose to Southampton or drop us against Southampton, and we don't turn around the game against Real Madrid, bro.
No, you owe me an apology. When I say you guys were fighting for top 4, you thought I was joking.
Yeah,
Are you gonna leave on loan, HH? Are you gonna join a club on loan?
Well, what club?
HG, you can't join Real Madrid, bro.
What's the rumor?
You're always
I thought the loan was to Bayern. Bayern was the loan.
No, wait, HH. If
Well,
Chelsea lose to Real Madrid,
HH, do you really want to cover Bundesliga matches week in, week out and talk about Bayern's greatness?
That's rough.
Nah,
That's a good point, Zima. That's a good
He's
point.
always welcome at Lugo.
Wait, Ricardo, what do you say?
I mean, you're gonna have to do live shows with Cole right now.
Wait, hold on, Ricardo, what do you say? Ricardo, what do you say?
No, I'm just saying if Chelsea loses to Real Madrid, like he's gonna start twerking for Real Madrid. Like it's just the inevitable.
No, Ricardo. If Chelsea, because see, I didn't want to bring this up, but let me just bring this up right now because you see, RDS was saying stuff, and I want to ignore him. But RDS, you see, shout out to Vieira. Because if Arsenal had said something,
yeah. So just to
but there's a game in hand though. Chelsea do have a game in hand on Spurs.
This is a yes or no thing. If Chelsea lose this weekend and Arsenal win, and then Arsenal beat Chelsea, will Arsenal be ahead of Chelsea? HH.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though, because Real Madrid is gonna beat Chelsea, and then he's gonna join Real Madrid. So HH might be the Kevin Durant of football analysis.
No. Chelsea will beat Madrid, man. Chelsea will beat Madrid.
I mean, I have a feeling
this says same comments, bro. Delete this comment. You better delete this freaking comment. You better delete that comment.
Shout out
Can I speak about this table?
H7 is a legend on Twitter, bro.
Yeah.
Who?
H7, like I see him commenting on everybody and everything.
Look, man.
Abdul, you're the real Twitter legend, man.
Oh, how sweet. Man says, if Hendo gets another CL, how good is Francis really?
You know, that's a really good point.
Oh wow.
Speaking of Francis.
Scroll all the way down, man. Scroll all the way down.
Speaking of Francis.
Shout out to what's his name again? What was his name? That Chelsea fan.
Rory.
Shout out to Rory Jennings. Shout out to Rory Jennings. He wanted Roman out for this guy.
Red Devil's tweeting like, I'm just right now, Reddit. You better send that tweet to Everton's board because sack this guy now.
Get a big
and go to pick some and literally grovel. Because remember, they sort of pick up grovel on your knees because, bro, Give Big Sam 9 games. He can get out of
Yeah,
this.
he can.
Big Sam.
HH, the plays that he has as well, they're not even bad, man. Like he
Exactly.
has quality
Yeah,
plays.
but
How
that's
can
the
you do
problem
that?
is, Martha, you know what the problem is?
That's
He
a
has-
give Big Sam 9 games. He can get you.
He has like luxury players, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Oh
wow.
god, man.
Is
I
this,
mean, he has Allen, he has Richarlison.
If they were sensible, they'd be speaking to Big Sam right now and being like, "Get here, get now." With the players,
No,
that
but
are-
wait.
see, he's right though.
If
I
Lampard
think
was
it's going to be a
English,
draw.
would
I
he
think
stay?
it's going to be a draw.
There
Everton
is no
will draw.
way. There is no way.
If Lampard was in
Nah.
English, he'd gone a long time ago, man.
If Ragnarok somehow draws with these guys, like they should sack Ragnarok, bro.
no, to be
No, hold up. What if? Here's what I think. What if Everton actually beats you, United?
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
at least we're gonna see Magpie Studios. Like,
bro.
Because-
Imagine the interview afterwards. He'll be talking about himself.
No,
and his
I tell that.
management skills.
If Everton beats United, which is why what's United's next game? Basically, that's the next game. Ten Hag is going to be fast tracked, and it will be the dog at the next game. You know,
I think Ronaldo's dropping a 3-3, so it doesn't matter.
What against them? I mean,
That's everything,
they
yeah.
do have a horrible defense, to be honest.
I mean, if you can't beat a team like I looked at that Burnley stats game, man. Burnley had more possession at home, more shots, and Everton didn't even score a goal from open play against Burnley.
well, did you see what Sean Dyche said at halftime? He said that like
I don't think these guys can win a game anymore.
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
that's
Yeah.
that's a
It was
diss.
Guys, don't worry. Like,
Wait, what did he say?
they can't
What
win
did he say?
He
No,
said,
he
"Don't
said
worry."
these guys don't know how to win a football game.
a game of
Oh
football.
my god.
He told them that at halftime, or when they were 2-1 down.
That's
Oh,
Sean
God.
Do you
Dyche.
think people in the future will look at Lampard like he's kind of a he's a League Two merchant and everyone's talking about him being a legend for Chelsea, but everyone sees him manage and they're just like, there's no way this guy was a legend for you.
Oh, no,
guys.
but no, Ricardo. See, here's the thing. It depends.
What the hell?
How
I didn't even
That was
say
Z-Man, by the way.
That was
Not
me.
Ricardo.
Respect.
Oh, sorry. But Zima, see, it depends your age. For instance, guys, if you're of a certain age, you just think Maradona was just this trash manager who got pimp slapped by Germany at the World Cup. But people know who Maradona was. Remember, Van Basten didn't do that great as a manager, but guys know what kind of a striker he was. But here's the issue: YouTube doesn't really make Lampard look that great.
Yeah, that's
So-
the thing.
So let's
I mean,
just,
if he got to who scored, then it would look
yeah,
good.
no, yeah, who's good? But if you're 20 years old and so forth, and you look at clips of Lampard, you'd be like, okay, this guy's just a shooting merchant, and
No.
so forth. So my thing is, younger people who didn't see Lampard like play full games and so forth, they just think that this guy was just a bum-ass manager.
I mean, to be fair, HH, the only thing I know about Lampard, because I never watched Chelsea,
Mm.
the only thing I know about Lampard is he has a high IQ, apparently. Allegedly.
Oh yeah, I think it's part of like Mensa or something.
To be real, how different is he from Bruno at his best? Like what would you say? Like how different is
That's a
he?
yellow card, HH. That's a
No,
yellow
how
card.
different is
No,
he?
Zeman.
I mean,
He had
has a
Montec.
point. No, he has
He
a
had
point.
a bit
No,
Montec.
Zeman has a point. Zeman has a
That's a very
point.
good. That's a very good comparison, in my opinion.
You know they
Yeah.
compared Bruno to Cantona, HH.
Excuse me.
They compared Bruno to
No. But see, Lampard, from a technical point of view, he was like Bruno has zero tech. Lampard was a decent like he had technique, and the guy did some stuff. Remember, I think even someone mentioned like his chip goal against Barcelona. That's chip goal from that impossible angle, and also his pass to Ramirez in the 2012 game. Like
That's
Lampard
what-
was even since his West Ham days, he was good. From his West Ham days, the guy was this guy can play. It's just that basically Lampard's greatest asset was for a midfielder to score those amounts of goals. It was insane. It was
I don't know
insane.
if
many-
he-
how many of them
compared
were
to other legendary midfielders.
How many
Yeah.
of them were penalties though? Those goals.
Not that many. No, bro. He scored a lot of goals from open play.
Wait, towards
So,
the
even
end
though-
of his career, wasn't he playing like a deep line playmaker towards the end of his career for Chelsea?
Yeah, he was more deeper.
Yeah, he was playing a more deeper position compared to his younger days where he was more in an attacking position.
Like remember when he went to Manchester City, I think.
Yeah.
He scored
No,
against Chelsea.
but do you know what this shows? I think this shows us all because you have, it's the same thing of like how all because let's say you get straight A's at school doesn't make you intelligent.
Yeah, exactly.
So all because you have a high IQ doesn't make you an amazing football manager. And I think the issue a lot of these bombs on BT Sports and Sky Sports have is that because Lampard has a high IQ and so forth, they think that, oh, he must be an amazing manager. And if he's not amazing, oh, the players must be crap. And that's why Lampard...
That's like Mourinho's from the streets, and look how good he is.
But see, let's relax. See, that's why Lampard, he stopped, because Lampard can never blame himself, because wait a minute, I've got a high IQ, I'm part of Mensa, I chat with Prince Harry and Queen Lizzie. People think I'm a demigod. I must be amazing. So he can never look inward and be like, you're actually crap. And the only reason why you even have a career is because of Uncle Harry. Without Uncle Harry, no one is hiring this freaking dude. Like he got the devil job because of Uncle Harry. So, but football management and having a high IQ are different things. Einstein would relegate Chelsea.
But HH, would you say you have a high IQ, like personally? Would you say you have a good footballing IQ?
I think he does.
Have you seen his takes?
Wait, can I respond to Abdul?
No, Suleiman, let him answer.
Okay.
This guy's a brick.
Do you know why he has a high football IQ?
If you remove H's agenda,
so Abdul, is this a setup for a receipt?
No, bro, I'm just asking you. Like,
no, I'm just asking.
Do you think, like, do you honestly think like you have a good footballing taste?
Tudari 123. Thank you for the dome. Tudari 123. Do you think Tuchel was playing mind games or being honest when he said that Chelsea have no chance of making a comeback? Yeah. Now here's the thing. That Real Madrid loss, I think there's a divorce tax on that Real Madrid win. There's a divorce tax.
Really? We're having divorce tax.
So it doesn't exist to me, man.
There's a divorce tax.
No,
Can you pull up AAJ?
Back for tax as well, man.
Why
no, I would. So. Wait.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, man.
Okay, you know what?
That's so funny.
Okay, you know what? All right, that's not being brought up. So here's my thing. Here is that I think it's his mind games. It's mind games. Tuchel, of course, he believes that Chelsea can come back. If Chelsea score an early goal, game on. If Chelsea score an early goal, they have a chance.
Yeah,
they have a small chance, a very, very, very.
They have to win by 3 goals,
or go to penalties by 2.
Yeah, but you don't want to go to penalties with Mendy and goal.
I mean, he did show up in the AFCON. So.
Yeah, but you know, Courtois, he saved 5 out of his last 6 penalties.
No. See, look. It is a very difficult task, but my God, if you're a UCL winner and you're the defending UCL champs and you're the defending legitimate UCL champs, you have to believe. You have to believe.
But it's not legitimate though.
No, it is. Yeah.
What do you know? We won it by with the away goal rule.
Ukraine tax.
Ukraine tax.
Yeah,
so
home, you played it like Hungary or something.
Wait, hold on. Who said Ukraine tax? Who said Ukraine tax?
It wasn't me.
There's no need
chat.
Who said
Chat.
that,
Who said Ukraine tax? Someone said Ukraine tax, and that's a yellow, and also yellow for Ukraine.
Wow. But no red for Russia.
I have hope. The number 1 football analyst on planet Earth insulted, chastised, and embarrassed Eden Jeremiah Hazard because of his crimes against football.
Guys, I shall see you tomorrow for the hangouts. Peace out. Stay cool. Stay real. One love, guys. One love.